one, and you should be going.
Okay. Welcome back to Brine and Tide. I think this is session 29. Dang. Um, but previously, our now named heroes, or proclaimed heroes, have worked long and hard. I think it's been about a month now since you've been on the island, fighting across the threats, traversing it back and forth many times, and eventually ridding the island of the threat known as the Aboleth, the Eyes of the Deep, descending deep into its lair in the reef, and upon eliminating it, looting its hoard, and taking a break down at the bottom of the ocean, you returned at having a discussion with the whale that you freed, Nelamita, and at their offer, they buoyed you up through the water to the surface and actually carried you back to the island and village, where you were greeted and partially escorted by the lizard folk, but you were greeted to cheers and exhilarated villagers as you were pulled back up to the cliff's top, and you all were able to finally take what felt like a well-deserved breather as you started to mingle with the villagers while also having some conversations among each other and as a group, rather intense ones after a point. But eventually, we left off as the sun began to set. The bonfires were stoked. The moon scale arrived to join in the celebrations. You were each given a dagger signifying your friendship and the friendship of the Moonscale tribe. And yeah, some of you went off to get drunk already. And there's, you see Ferrum Featherbottom, the bard, starting to play music, getting some of the other people who have homemade instruments or those that they salvaged or managed to keep when they wrecked. So, yeah, it's party time. What do y'all want to do?
Eat?
What are you gonna eat?
There's big, there's practically a feast set out, plenty of options for those vegetarian inclined such as you, but also plenty of food caught on the island and prepared in a variety of ways that seems rather extravagant. Normally they were more conservative with their food, but this is a celebration.
Yeah.
There's a chance now for many of the people to return to the life they had before they were trapped here. But that's a problem for, tomorrow. Tonight is to celebrate, a future of nights without any bad dreams, it feels like. Well, beyond the normal kind.
Your pre-existing traumas.
Yeah. Those don't go away.
This one feels kind of appropriate for the party, so I'll just leave it going.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I totally forgot I need to open my Roll20. It's like, why am I not hearing the music?
That's kind of important.
It's like the little baby bird. It's like, get in mouth. Why aren't you getting in mouth? Just open it. Just do it for me.
I think last time, Kuroto and Ryoko, you both kind of slinked off.
We're fucking drinking together.
Okay.
We found a corner.
The pitch was officially a drinking contest, though I think it's going to just evolve into just drinking after pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly, yeah.
I mean, if you want to do like a drinking game, like I've never played those games, so can't really. Anyways,
I mean, a con save off would be fun. So you get drunk as shit first.
Yeah, that'll be funny. You two roll a competing con saves. Ryoko, I think you would have proficiency.
Because
Okay.
Okay.
So you would add whatever level of proficiency you would.
oof.
I don't know why you're saying oof.
That's a 7.
So, I get from this feeling. It feels like Ryoko. It's more about you're drinking faster to get drunk faster. The game was just an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Wow.
you two are tipsy and beyond pretty quickly.
That was the plan.
That's the aim.
That island hooch.
I feel this is when I break out that fucking infernal whiskey I've got.
Oh yeah, the
Hell
wine.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brine, who was pulling Quiet Hearts and Ioane towards the party, I believe, is where they ended.
Yeah, we got a plate of food essentially, and we're just settling in.
I don't party on an empty stomach.
Is that etiquette here?
No, I just get angry.
Oh.
It's safer that way.
What's a man up to?
Yeah. Gray?
Gray, you might be muted.
Apologies, I'm shoving food into my own mouth, so Amon is shoving
Oh.
food into his own mouth.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
So you see people have, milling about, they're getting their own food or drinks. Some are sitting around listening to the music. It's not like full on like dancing time yet, but it seems like the little impromptu band is just kind of testing out to see how well they work together. But
do we see Ventrock anywhere?
actually, yes, I was just about to bring him up. As you start to look around, you actually do spot Ventral kind of walking through the crowd of the village, walking towards the cooking area, and he's actually trailed by a pair of Sahagin, one of which you remember from knocking out when they attacked the village during a nightly raid. Seems like they're kind of sticking close to him, and he's just kind of, you see from a distance, he's just kind of talking with them, gesturing, and they're chatting, and he's motioning towards the food, and seems he's helping them get, food.
Okay. Rain will say to the other two, I'm gonna go talk to Ventrock. You guys, I'll be back in not too long, don't worry.
Quiet Hearts nods and then just kind of like instinctively just sits, just stays on Ioane's side.
Good. Rain does take her plate though. She's not stopping anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she didn't take it, I would eat it.
So you go approach, and Ventrock is helping the Sahagin get their own, pieces of bark or leaves full of food. And when you see them, they're getting some cooked fish, but you also see them piling on a lot of fruits and stuff from, surface foods. They seem excited about that.
Aww.
And one of his eye stalks splits over when you approach, and he's kind of slurps up a noodle, or it wouldn't be a noodle, but he finishes munching on a piece of food he had already started. He goes, hello, Rain.
Hello, Ventrock. I see you're showing some of this Hagen around.
Yes, they were. Sorry. He goes, yes,
Fine.
they were wanting to join in, see what the commotion was about, and we were hungry, so.
She gives them a little wave.
They give a nod, Although the one that they don't actually no, they wouldn't recognize you because they were under the control. They give nods and
Weren't you one of the Sahagin we freed during the raid?
they kind of exchange glances and nod. You do see like where their gills are. You do see there's like scarring.
Yeah. I'm really glad we got you out of that.
And they say in Auckland, or one of them goes, "Yes, thank you." Ventrok says that your group is responsible for freeing our whole family. Please accept their thanks.
Of course.
Kind of bow their heads and thankful gestures.
Oh, she retorts and she does the same thing. Of course, that was the right thing to do.
And they nod and they start picking up jungle oranges and start chewing into them without even having to trying to peel them.
Yeah.
Big old shark like teeth ripping into it.
Reagan also does that because she has like barracuda teeth.
But Ventrok, he goes, well, he gestures to, he just turns to them and he goes, enjoy yourselves, return back to the cave if you're feeling dried out. And he looks back and he goes, we're helping them recuperate before they return to their village.
Of course.
And he's standing there with his own like plate of food or bowl of food, and he goes, did you wish to speak? You had that look.
Nothing serious, but I would like to, yes.
Okay. And they, kind of crabs scuttle sideways to a more less crowded spot of the area.
Cool. So
Fun fact, Karkanos run faster sideways than they do backwards or forward.
That's great. So now that the aboleth is taken care of,
the eye stalks nod in recognition of the name.
What will you do?
I think I'm content to live the rest of my days on this island.
No more calling bigger things?
No. They kind of make a Karkanos version of like a bemused chuckle, and they go, no. That's not something that I can do anymore, even if I tried.
Why that?
I have no wish to.
Well,
No need to.
Good. Good. I'm glad you called me here. It's been an experience.
There's another of that kind of clicking chuckle. Life is always an experience. But from what I've been hearing, your group has definitely had quite the journey across the island.
Yeah. I can't say I have expected anything we've run into. Anzu, giant bugs, fiends,
And polar bear.
the rival.
And a bear.
And a bear!
And just think, there's so many more islands across the ocean.
Her eye like does like light up a little in excitement.
There's
I'm
even
looking
the
forward
reefs of my kind. You know, you'd be able to explore those no problem.
Yeah, I could, but my party, I don't think, would have as easy a time.
Ah, that's fair. Although, if you do find yourself among the dwarves or the archipelago, or sorry, you find yourself among the four main archipelago, the dwarves do have quite spectacular glass cities among the reefs below the
Oh,
waves. I
I'd love
suppose
that.
you haven't seen it. They live mostly underwater and use the land for their islands for growing crops.
That sounds incredible. There's so much out there. I can't wait to see it all.
And his eye stalks kind of tilt in that way that you would recognize as a Karkanos smile. And they reach over, pat you on the shoulder, you know, with the hand that they're not, or the claw they're not balancing their bowl on. And they go, it's going to be quite an adventure. And tonight, you should enjoy it. Go enjoy this victory with your friends.
Mm-hmm. She studies him for a second.
Kind of tilts the eye stalk and like quizzical. Doesn't really have a neck to tilt his head.
How do I ask this? Do you know how numerous others like you used to be are?
You mean Karkanos, or
No.
he kind of glances at the engraved designs on his shell?
Yeah.
I have not been in contact with any of them for some time. They
are out there.
They are persistent. They follow what they perceive as the embodiment of survival at any cost. So. Survival at the cost of existence itself.
Yeah.
Not, and he kind of like reaches out and gives you like a comforting squeeze on the shoulder and he goes, I am not saying that is how I view you anymore, but it is how Regax was preached.
It is not entirely inaccurate to how I was.
And they give you a pat on the shoulder and go, no? That is the fun thing about linear time, isn't it? You can change from what you were.
Yeah. It's still surreal sometimes, but I think I'm getting the hang of this linear time thing.
Yes. Now, here's also one of the drawbacks of linear time. If you focus too much on one thing, you miss out on the other things, and they kind of give you a nudge to rejoin everyone.
She laughs a little. All right, I'm going.
And he, gives a, the eye stalk smile, gives a wave, and then goes to rejoin the two Sahagin. Seems he's kind of taken over as their, like, not chaperone, but kind of just, like, helping them out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's Amon doing?
Eating with Joanna and Quiet Hearts, right?
Yes, he is shoveling potatoes into his mouth, despite the fact he cannot eat potatoes.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's going to be an expensive vet visit.
Oh, God. She looks back up and she's like, should you be eating those?
Should you be eating rocks?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Empty calories. So-
The mine's going on a culinary journey.
Are you enjoying them?
Yes.
Good.
And there'd be like, not quite potatoes, but definitely like island tubers that get dug up and, you know, kind of more like yams or sweet potatoes.
Whatever
Oh,
the hogs find.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're kind of like those tiny little mini potatoes that I am currently shoving into my mouth.
I figured. Yeah, there'd be like island tubers like that for sure. So any conversations either of the two groups that are, besides Rayan wanted to have? The wine aunts getting their drink on.
Do we see you two getting drunk?
And then his head, it just fell right off. It's just like whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, Hiroto. That fiendish wine, and you too, Ryoko. It is potent, but it is a very good tasting wine. It's a pomegranate wine with mixed with a different kind of fruit flavor that you've never really had. That hell fruit that I can't remember the name of.
So then the Chancellor says, "Oh no, he's dead," and we have to try to convince him that no, it's okay. He can grow a second one, a second head. So we ended up having to kill him and put him in the closet.
It sounds like an interesting time.
Yeah, it was.
Surprised I noticed that you cut his head off when most politicians have it firmly lodged up their ass at all times.
Fuck.
She takes a huge swig in appreciation of that joke. It's true. It's true. They're fucking assholes. Oh.
Is there a label on the bottle says it's gonna give you one hell of a hangover?
No such warning, but
It's from hell. They wouldn't warn you.
Fiendish wine.
They wouldn't warn you about anything.
It's probably like a little.
it's hell
quote of
wine,
authenticity.
grown straight from the plains.
Warning labels are not a hellish invention.
It's probably just like it'll give you one hell of a time. Haha.
God damn it.
I mean, it is. It's from the hells. They can't false advertise. They're all lawful down there.
I feel like in hell, in the lawful evil hell of D&D, there would be a bunch of standards and laws specifically protecting people who victimize others through their products. Like, there's no regulations enforcing that you tell people what your product does, but there's lots of products waiving liability for what your product. Lots of laws to help you waive liability for what you did. Yes,
It's super capitalism.
I mean, there's a reason why Maimon is such a powerful devil, god of money, or the devil of money.
Yeah, I do like reading one person's take on demons and devils, where in contrast to demons or whoever's the biggest rat makes the rules, devils specifically hold elections.
Oh yeah, the Ars Gotia makes mention of like the president of hell and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Now that being said, it's probably very cutthroat bureaucracy.
Oh yeah, it's bureaucracy to an extreme down there.
But it just, I find it hilarious, the visual image of like this 12-foot tall, fiery horns Balrog looking motherfucker. It's like, can we speed this up? I got a fucking campaign to rally
he
to
pulls out
attend.
like a pair of spectacles from his waistcoat pocket. It's like, okay, let's see here.
Oh god, his competitor on the ballot gives the name to a human summoner so to summon him away at an inconvenient time during a debate.
Oh my god.
I guess he doesn't take this run as seriously as I do.
So, yeah, you two are having a good time. Just not
What
gonna
about
die.
you? What was your funniest thing on the job?
The player will get back to that when she thinks of something, TT.
All right, we can cut to somebody else.
All right.
I'm trying to find a good other thing.
Is Quiet Hearts, do you still have your helmet off?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They're,
So,
like, if Rand's not there, they're kind of glued to Ioana's side, but
oh,
yes.
she is back though.
Okay. But
I
they're
am
not glued
terribly
to Rand's
curious. I think I said one time that I went and helped Gumgalore on a fishing trip. I'm curious, did we ever catch that damn catfish?
No, you said you would. You
Okay.
made plans to.
All right. Because I was about to say, it's like, that'd be a perfect fucking feast.
Yeah, unfortunately, you kind of got caught up with the whole save the island thing.
Yeah. That being said, is he present at the party?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's definitely making good use. He did actually bring in like a big stringer of river fish to for the party and stuff, but
After coming
kind of
over and
concerned for all the
evaluating the
booze he's
catch.
inevitably gonna drink.
Yeah. After evaluating the catch, noticing the centerpiece is missing. It's like, well, now that my schedule's freed up, well, more or less. It's like, I swear to you, buddy, before I leave this island, I'm gonna help you get the damn fish.
Oh, that would be excellent. Yes.
Like, it's my whole profession.
A great big catfish.
Yeah, how big is this guy again?
I mean, it's big enough that I can't wrestle him out.
That's a big fish.
Goddamn.
You
My
know,
guess
like
is-
catfish, like eat a bunch of shit and just like they'll eat anything that can fit in their mouth.
Oh yeah,
like-
they tried to eat bubbles one time. That was funny.
It's like you just gotta like it happens with sharks, so I bet it happens with catfish too. It's like you gotta wonder what's in that thing.
A lot of my fishing lures, I'll tell you that.
I know I am busy shoving my face full of food, but please do not use me as bait.
No. What? You're the first one to suggest it, just to let you know.
And if you're
that's when you-
there, Gumgler's just kind of laughs at that. He goes, "No, the best thing to do is it's a mixed bait that I make. Some of the ingredients you're not gonna like, but it's the stink that really makes it's the secret."
Oh, I grew up a butcher, man. It's like my sense of smell died a long time ago.
Really?
No, it's hyperbole.
It's more you get used to it, desensitized.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know if yeah. Let's say he would know the word desensitized. Why not? The music was playing, but it could. Oh, it might be quiet.
It's still playing.
I changed it to a different song.
Yeah. It's playing. To lean over to Quiet Hearts. What desensitized me?
Pause for a
Where's
minute,
my
and
good
they think, and they go,
I'm not sure.
Oh,
The usually when there's a D in front of a word, it means the opposite of or removal. I'm not sure
Like-
what sensitized is in this context, though.
oh no! Oh, it's the blind leading the blind.
Exactly.
So sensitized. So like,
Ironic considering the amount of eyes they have between them.
yeah. Between the two of them, they have more. They might have more eyes than this entire party.
Probably more eyes than the goddamn island.
So desensitized would be less senses.
Less
I guess-
sensitive. You're close. It means it's like if you get desensitized to pain, like I'm sure this guy, and he kind of gives you like a backhanded swat to the shoulder. Doesn't bother you, Yuane, but Amon and Quiet Hearts and Red, you know that kind of force would knock any of you on your ass probably. He goes, desensitized to pain, you get used to it. You can
I
shrug it
haven't.
off. Ignore it.
I hate it.
Oh. Just now, like, pondering that.
I mean, thank you
Or,
for
like-
explaining, but I
Kind
am
of looks
not,
at his thumbs and he's like, or, why I got such calluses, I keep accidentally stabbing myself with my own fishing hooks. Now I don't even
Ooh.
feel it.
Ooh. He winces. That sounds painful, yeah.
I understand.
You get used to it.
Yeah, you know that's pretty much a thing that your dad, the sailor, said pretty much verbatim.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like a really successful fisherman has stabbed himself more often than the fish has bitten him.
Yeah, or have you ever seen the Simpsons episode where Marge introduces Lisa to quilting? And she's like, oh, every Bouvier woman has extreme calluses, and she just starts stabbing her thumb with a needle, holds a lighter under it.
Ugh.
Gum galore.
Why do you want to catch this catfish?
Oh, it's been taunting me ever since I got here. It's a matter of pride. It's my great rival.
Blink. Blink. Huh? Oh,
Like-
rival!
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
I
gotta
will
look
help-
over to you.
I
It's
will
like
help you
the
catch this
aboleth,
fish.
but less, less evil.
That's an
No,
existential
no.
threat.
As soon as she realizes the word rival, she like stands up and is like, I will help you catch this catfish.
He gives a guffaw and like claps you on the back, and it's not it was more gentle than like the smack to Ioane's shoulder, but
Yeah.
it's still enough to like make you stagger forward like a
Yeah.
step.
He's gonna whisper into Gumglore's ears, like, you gotta be careful. Like, do you want it to be like a satisfying victory? Or do you just want it dead? Because she could make it real trivial. Just watch out. You know how mages are.
Yes. And then he like looks to you nodding, or looks to you right as he's nodding knowingly, and he goes, now if you're going to join me in this hunt, it has to be by the proper rules.
Oh, wait, what are the rules?
It must be slain in honorable combat.
It must be caught with the proper tools. Spears are okay. Fishing line is preferable. Nets, you're kind of treading on thin water, but it's so big that probably just bust through any net. But most of all, no magic. There's a reason
No
why I don't use
magic?
bubbles to capture it.
But that's all I got.
Well, I can then, me and your friend here, we can teach you a new skill then.
Okay.
He looks to Quiet Hearts and Amon, and that's open to the rest of you too if you want to go on a fishing trip.
One shot side session against the catfish.
I mean, I'd be down for taking down a catfish.
Always wondered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Have you ever had?
Amon,
cat-
you've heard of swamp catfish getting pretty big back home.
If they get
What I'm
as big
afraid
as-
of.
If they get as big as the coelacanths, I'll take it. I wonder what catfish nuggets would taste like.
Pretty good.
Oh, I think they're preparing some. I actually did get some, normal river catfish.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can try it out. And it will taste all the better because sweet vengeance.
I will not eat it. Thank you.
No, that's fair. I've known some trophy anglers. Or catch and release. Honestly, it seems a little traumatic to the fish, but
Yeah, but in this case, the fish is also a bastard.
oh, very much so. It's
The catfish will just straight up eat a kid if it can.
Rafts of mine. It's broken 3 different rafts of mine.
Oh, good. See, what I'm really afraid of is that there's going to be like a Diablo balancing system where every party member who joins in the catfish hunt gets a little bigger.
Was it like the shark and the bear?
Don't know about a shark, but I mean, it is big and pale, just like that bear. I've kept my distance from it. But I mean, kind of strong, maybe.
So, okay, I can understand the polar bear because it's exotic, but it's like Ruby Empress just had a giant pet catfish.
She had a pet shark.
I know, but that's why I'm confused. It's like, you got a big ass shark. Why do you need a catfish at that point?
River versus ocean.
I guess so.
Yeah, salt versus fresh. But so definitely excited for this, and he kind of claps his hands and then reaches down to pick up the gourd he's been drinking out of. I have to go get some food before I just drink the night away.
Yeah.
He goes lumbering off. So, side quest gained. Hunt the Soluro.
third side quest.
My favorite catfish species is the goonch.
Oh,
Just
the
like-
goonch are fun.
The horrible thing that they are.
The giant devilfish.
They,
Yeah, the giant devil catfish, or the goonch.
they're reputed to, I don't know if there's been any confirmed cases, but they're reputed to actually pull in water buffalo, like hunting them like crocodiles on riverbanks.
Probably mostly calves, but yeah.
Yeah.
Goonch are also known to eat funeral pyres.
Yep.
Yeah.
But my favorite is the big boy, the Wells. I love me a good Wells catfish.
Oh yeah, the wash your children fish.
Yeah, the watch your children fish. You let me post a picture.
Yeah. Do I say the halfling bard anywhere? Is he here?
Oh yeah, he's very easy to find. There's close to the main bonfire. They kind of set up a little band area.
Do you guys want to play some music?
So,
Are you asking your party?
Yeah.
pretend I've told a story that is objectively funny, but also extremely fucked up. Because I can't think of anything.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it was a little fucked up.
Ooh, delightful though.
Actually, Ryan, as you start to, no, I think they would go. Yeah, they would go to the bigger group. The two of you are kind of hidden away, right? Not hidden, but just kind of
Yeah.
on your own.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, as you start to point towards the musicians, you're actually approached by a figure that you recognize as Bradar the half-orc, the one from the boat. And he walks up, his mechanical arm kind of clicking as he like gestures with it as it's holding a plate of food. He goes, "I didn't think I'd be seeing a party like this on an island," but then he looks to the rest of you. I'm sure everyone's been giving you their things, but hopefully mine will be two-part. Awkward. Did you recover the beacon? Just ripping that bandage off right now.
So this war. Well, before we answer definitively, this Warforged. They were not the one. Is this Anchor?
It's they are a half-orc
it's
who
a half-orc
has a
who was-
mechanical arm, a prosthetic.
Right.
He's the one
They're
who smuggled it here. By accident.
Yeah.
They were escorting it.
Yeah.
We don't. If I remember correctly, he didn't fully understand what it was, or did he?
I believe he did, because I think he was taking it to get destroyed.
Ah,
Or,
okay.
re-
Well,
or
He said he was bringing it to someone in Ultec to be studied with the intent of either negating it or learning from it to negate similar enchantments and such.
okay.
Yeah, and Old Tech was the direction we were heading, right? Not where we came from.
Yeah, because you're all on the Driftwood Dolphin.
Even if he's lying, we could very easily find somebody who wants to do that anyways.
Yeah.
Or do you want to answer him? You want to?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my... Because I expressed before that maybe keep it on the down low. Don't want people trying to steal the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I will look at the half-orc. And just eye-to-eye contact. So tell it to me straight. That was the genuine intention with it, right? Destroy it.
To study it to learn how to destroy it. Yes, I'm being completely honest. I work for some rather learned folks in the from the academy. The Academy of Voltec.
Can I insight him on, on whether or not he wants it destroyed, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a roll.
Yeah,
if you want to insight as well.
Give me your secrets, motherfucker.
Tell me what's in your soul.
It was 23.
With a 5.
So, yeah, you're still kind of getting used to reading people's body language and stuff, Rand. But quite hurts just being the hyper vigilant person that you are. You kind of focus on them, and you get the sense that he is being honest in that it is his job to transport this to someone who wants to study it, and as far as he believes, with the intent to destroy it.
Okay. It's like a quick moment of like they tense up for a second as they're getting ready to either jump this guy or just try to figure him out, and then they just relax. It's like, okay.
Brine, however, did bad, so she is visibly studying him.
He kind of notices that and how kind of not shifty, but less inclined to, how guarded everyone seems to be about it. He goes, "Trust me, the people I work for, if I will gladly introduce you if we ever all get off this island and get to Ultec like we were all originally planning, right? I will gladly introduce you. They would honestly, they will reward you quite a bit for helping, complete my goal and, well, honestly, rescuing me if we get off the island. I'll gladly introduce you. You can speak to them yourself if you're still feeling at odds about it. I understand it is a very powerful relic, and why I was honestly kind of low key freaking out all the time, thinking it was in the hands of whatever was down there. Or Finn's. I don't even know what it was down there.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, we found it.
I suppose we didn't have a solid direction to go after we were done here, right?
Well, I was heading. No. We were heading to Old Tech.
Oh,
See, that was
Yeah, they kind of fished you out of the water, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like, who the fuck is shooting out fireworks? It's the 5th.
They had left over.
Yeah. There's been a firework or two every night ever since the New Year, so it's like they must have found an extra. They're just facing them out so that no one gets super pissed.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
just an occasional jump scare. It's fine.
Yeah. In that case, yeah, we got it. It's safely secured.
Okay, good. Yeah. Boss said that making sure it was contained in a lead box was key, or if fortunately it was such a short notice recovery that I wasn't able to secure the bag of holding or some other extra dimensional pocket like that.
Yeah, we got taken care of. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Work.
I happen to know how bad these things are. Wasn't gonna bring it back here without finding a way to neutralize it.
Good.
So you're
Yeah,
saying a bag of holding would work?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was just I happened to be on hand when it was recovered. Didn't know. Found it in an antique shop, if you'll believe that. Like not an antique shop, like a curio shop.
That's
I'm just
nightmare
glad
waiting to
I
happen.
recognized what it was right away, because that would have, you say you know what this does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. They had just found it in the shop and brought it in.
That's a question. Is there like an off switch, quote unquote, like times where they're inactive?
That's one of the things they hope to study.
Because and it's like to find it in a curio shop is like, man, that city must have been like having. It's like we don't know why that we have such a problem here.
Well, that was the thing. It was from they got it from an illegal expedition into Modher, apparently. And it traded hands and was in transit so often that
They couldn't congregate or whatever.
Yeah, it was. That's what I mean. I was lucky. The city was lucky I was there to realize what they had found. They thought by the time it changed hands, they just thought it was, decoration or the curio seller. They thought it was just illumination enchantment. You've seen the light from it, right? And you would recall it did have like an amber glow to it.
It wasn't a skull. It was it's like skulls, isn't it?
Some people are goth.
No, it's a large chunk of amber.
Oh.
That has like a metal construction built around it to be similar to like a lantern that carry this chunk of amber around. And
even if there was like skull motif, some people are goth.
Yeah.
And he goes, I mean, I want to really recommend taking it out more than a few seconds if you really want to check it out. But if you look at the amber, you can see inside it there's insects, things trapped inside it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like.
So why don't you just crack it open?
It's magically reinforced. Certain magic items, they are quite resilient, which is why they have to be studied. and this is considered a very. And he's like kind of lowers his voice, looking around, making sure no one's like really paying attention. Oh, you are kind of like the heroes of the day, so there are always people like motioning to you or like looking your way occasionally. But plus,
Yeah.
Yamane's just big enough; he always draws attention. He goes, I forgot what I was going to say with this. Shit.
You were saying it's pretty tough.
Oh yeah. That's one of the reasons why they want to study it, so they can be destroyed. This is a relic from before Motor was frozen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the
Before-
thing, Brian. So, when you have something this powerful, you want to make sure it doesn't break when somebody, butterfingers it.
Yeah. That's true.
Because magical artifacts that break tend to explode.
Yeah, I actually kind of been like pauses. Goes, I heard from Jairus when I was helping him install the core for the turtle. You kind of experienced that with a
Yeah.
warbird.
Yeah.
Apparently, you dealt with not one but 2 warbirds. That is impressive.
They were pretty run down.
We caught the
Poor
first
Del-
one
poor
in
Del- those
ambush.
What was that?
I think someone was blowing their nose.
Mm.
But he goes, well, so since I don't have a lead box or really anything to store it in, and I'll be honest, I can't exactly take it from you. I mean, I really doubt I'd be able to stand up against you all if I was so inclined, but I'm going to really hope that we make it off this island together. So,
As you described, we have a way to contain it.
yeah. And like
And
I
after
said, my
everything we
boss
went
is.
through, and after everything we went through, I don't think any of us would want this to get into the wrong hands.
Which that does
Oh,
spark an
definitely not.
idea. Is like, that's a good point. Considering the next few things we do, what's next on the agenda? Could be a risk bringing that along, but it might be more dangerous to leave it lying around.
Yeah, honestly, from hearing about you guys and just what you've been doing across the island, I'd say you're probably the safest people to hold on to it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep you in mind.
Good, and like I said, my bosses will reward you handsomely, not only for recovering that and ensuring its transportation, but also, for saving me. I think they like me.
You think?
And when he says that, you can do an insight check.
Yeah. I'm going to guidance myself because I'm not going to. All right. I say
Yeah.
before getting an extra 20.
Him saying that it's him more like a joke. It's just like, sure, they like me, but they keep sending me on these tasks that get me in these situations.
Curse my own fuck, I lost the word. Success. Curse my own success. There we go.
Basically. He goes, I'm much more of an asset in a more urban environment when, humidity and mud isn't mucking this up, as he gestures with his mechanical hand. It's enchanted, yes, but it's quite a pain to clean sometimes. So many nooks and crannies and gears.
I'm kind of fascinated by how it works.
Oh, I mean, and if you want to learn more, my boss is the one who invented it. She built it for me.
Oh.
So, well, this version. She used to work with my father before he retired, and she designed this iteration. It was kind of more of a joint project.
Oh, I think that I don't think that's a bad way to go. Bad thing to go after once we're done here, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're heading to Altic anyways.
Speaking of, Kuroda and Ryoko, that would probably be something you got around to in your conversation.
Sorry, what would?
Know where they're going.
Yeah, like what? I don't know. I'm trying to include you two. I'm feeling kind of bad. You two are just kind of
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
highlight at the moment.
I'm trying to eat because I forgot I didn't do that today.
Damn it,
Oh
Callie!
yeah, okay.
Damn
But-
it, Callie!
I have finished eating if you need me to be a distraction.
Bradar seems relieved that you all will continue to work with him. Well, not work with him, but help him complete his task. Sorry, I'm kind of fumbling all of a sudden.
Real good.
But unless there is anything the four of you, wanted to say to him before he left, he's gonna go wander off. Any more questions for him or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah, so
Sorry.
what were you?
Do we see the other two?
It depends on how well Ryoko wanted to hide them.
I don't feel we're hiding particularly. We're just,
It's just you're the two goth kids at this high school party, just kind of hanging out on the side.
and also just getting incredibly drunk.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's the wine
The high
mars
school-
at the kid's birthday party.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you would see them. They're off chatting.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to them.
The girls' table.
The girls' table. What you two talking about? When I
Huh?
get there.
You've had
When I get
fun work experience.
what's the fun work experience?
Okay, so there was this politician, right?
Oh no.
Oh, this is good. You should listen to this one.
I don't know what a politician is, but okay.
It's
good.
like a king, but with less authority.
Like like a king, you said?
Like a king, but with less authority.
A king with less riz.
Yeah. It's a king.
So king is like an asshole who everyone listens to for some fucking reason.
It's really
I
dumb.
see. Okay,
More often than
okay.
not, has a fancy hat.
Anyway, I had to take him out. It was for a job. So we didn't want the people at the party to know about it. So we had this idea that we could just sort of puppeteer him once we slit his throat. So me and we hit them. So like I'm like sawing right through his throat, and like I'm doing it in that special way with my razor, so that way the blood doesn't like immediately gush out, just sort of drips. But I must have nicked a little too hard because like we didn't know, but like it was starting to come apart. So we get like a stick and we jam it in there, and just sort of hold it together, right? And we're like, okay, that'll work. And then when the party starts and he has to make his appearance, we got Mackie, she's good at the fucking bunraku puppetry, right? So she's got him all strung up,
God.
and we get him to like wave to everybody, and like we ventriloquist the voice, everything's going fine. The party guests filter out into a dining room. The Chancellor thinks something's up, so he comes. He comes by and he's like, "Sir, are you all right?" And we're trying, and he's noticing with the mouth's not moving, and then the head just falls off. Because it turns out, like, it was just the movement was just causing all these little stress fractures around the neck. So it just rips right off. It falls like a cassava melon and does a little roll. The Chancellor's starting to scream. So like we're like, no, he's okay. You can grab a new one. He doesn't buy that for a second. So we end up shaking him in the throat and the back at the same time, and then we hide him in the broom closet.
So Rain is green. Literally green.
With envy.
No,
I heard that story on the road. I thought I was hyperbole.
She looks horrified.
Well, now I have to make this a canon lore event. For your...
Her mouth's just like, open, close.
Maybe
You know what? I'm gonna see. Hold on. Okay.
You keep it down.
That would
Puke on
come
a
off
drunk
their base.
person, they will sympathy vomit, and then it'll just be a roundabout vomit.
What that would come up? We've established Rayan's basically a black hole.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
what
God.
comes up is black, like,
It'd be-
biome.
it-
Like,
It would
It's
be
not
what
gonna
you've eaten. It's not like you're a literal portal.
okay.
Maybe you have to work a job to get why it's funny. Do you have like any funny work experiences from when you ate planets or whatever?
Well. There was one time where I hadn't noticed a place that was vibrant and full of life. I had noticed it. It had managed to escape my vision, but these humans on the planet, right?
Uh-huh.
They thought I was some kind of god,
Uh-huh.
right? So they started worshiping me, which, like, for gods that like gives them strength and everything. But for me, they started worshiping me, and all that did was I don't like this story.
Hey, I get you. There was this one time, there was this guy, I had to him. And so like I sneak into his bedroom, right? And as I'm like preparing to do the deed, he looks up at me like he's awake. I'm like, "Oh shit, this," and I'm just gonna scream, but instead he looks up at me and he just whispers, "Oh, mommy." I'm like, that throws me for a fucking loop. I did a way messier job than I should have on that one, just because like that was hard. And he was smiling the whole time. It was really weird. It made it very hard to get the job done.
Panic stabbing.
TT, out of character, TT, did you just kill yourself?
Oh God!
I didn't want to ask,
No.
but
Quite possibly.
no.
To make up for all the times that I've made myself get with Kate Blanchett in these games.
Fuck.
God damn it.
Okay. Oh.
But no, in all
hey.
seriousness, I would never refer to a woman I respect as mommy because I think that's fucking weird.
That's fair.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's another one. There was a different reality. that I did see, and I was like psyched because that place was weird. I couldn't wait to just do my thing. But they noticed me first this time, and there was this like race of people under in the ocean, and instead of doing the thing and like letting me in or noting me to their location, they trapped me in a box.
Ah.
Like not a literal box, but like they trapped me at the bottom of the ocean, and just like the part of me that tried to get in there is just stuck at the bottom of the ocean now, and they just like live up there. They live there now and just watch where I'm stuck to make sure I don't get out.
It's fucking heavy.
We put God in a box, and occasionally we look in, and it's like, you still in there?
It's like, are you thinking like maybe you could get like a submarine, and like you could get a submarine, you could go to where the box is and let yourself out.
Well,
there are submersibles in this setting.
Well, okay, well, I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, you know how I've talked about, like, linear time is tricky, right?
Yeah.
You know, following...
Tricky right now for them.
Yeah, like, following from point A to point B is not how I typically perceive things, right?
I get you.
Yeah, like, so I'm A through Z, and other letters that you don't even know exist but totally do are just all of them at once. So if I were to go down there and open it, I could let in myself from that point of view before this myself. And then I might have to deal with myself trying to eat me.
But you could also talk to yourself and be like, hey, maybe don't.
I mean, I could.
And then that would change your past self so that they didn't do it. And then you feel less guilty about stuff.
I'm not drunk, and this is getting to be too much for me.
Yeah, that is that. Here it is, a bunch of drunks debating quantum physics.
It's like, I think sometimes, like, what if I went back to that day when Beard Man's like, you want to go kill people for money? And if I said no? You know? I could be a prostitute. That'd be different.
I'm gonna guess if they look over at Corrado, it's just 404.
No, she's drinking. She's listening to this, nodding her head, and just drinking. She's at that that point of drunk where she's just like, all of this makes sense.
Also, this isn't drunks debating quantum physics. It's two drunks and the literal quantum physics talking about quantum physics.
The quantum physics thought experiment come to life.
Yeah.
Yes, quantum physics thought come to life.
But would you prefer that life, though?
Fucking no.
Oh.
Aw.
I don't fucking know.
Hey, and I don't know either. You know?
Well, you could do it. You could see how it turns out. You could go under the ocean and you could tell yourself to stop doing those things you don't think you should be doing. And maybe yourself would be like, oh, shit. Turn myself tiny and freed myself from an ocean box just to give myself this message. Shit, maybe that's where your epiphany started.
Oh, God, what if it is?
You gotta get in that box. We gotta get in that box and tell you to fucking stop it.
That is a whole thing. I don't know about that. I can't do it anyway. At least.
Hey guys, you want to try this?
Never say never. I thought that
this Rayan you see in front of you is here. I can't go to a whole nother world.
I mean, how do you know though? I mean, you were in another world and now you're in this one, so like, what if we got a really big boat?
I guess
The biggest
ready?
boat that ever sailed.
Spelljammer.
We'd call it the fuck bucket.
Oh God.
And we'd sail out of the world
Fuck it.
into another world and worlds beyond worlds.
On giant hamsters.
No one would stop us. Because we have the biggest fucking boat. What are they gonna do? We got the biggest fucking boat.
Hey, you guys want to try
Yeah.
this? These nuggets are real good.
Yes.
Oh, fuck
Try.
yeah, give me those nuggies!
Try the catfish nuggets. They're delicious.
Oh my
What?
God, Ron, are you also drunk?
What is that?
That makes Corona stop drinking, like, really slowly and turn and look at you and like, what the fuck was that?
Oh my god, Amon's been replaced with Woman. The Waluigi version.
No, no, no. Woman is my sister. She
Oh,
runs the
God.
shop. She runs the shop back in Gardenia. No, no, no. She said if I did that joke, she'd kill me.
That's not why I have the urge to shoot you.
Oh.
Well, she'll take Ryoko and Kratos' hands and leads them over towards to the rest of the gang.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this at disadvantage.
Roll one at
Are you doing-
disadvantage.
I'm just gonna do. Technically, it should probably be a dex save, but I want a higher
Uh-oh.
chance of fucking it up, so I'm gonna just do normal dex. At disadvantage, 6. Awesome. I fall.
Oh no!
What were you doing?
You could
A
have
dex save to walk straight. I want to be
Oh, no.
dramatic about it.
Who moved that rock there?
She'll try and scoop you up as best she can.
Quiet Hearts will help because neither of them are very strong.
No.
We could just bring the food over to them.
That's
Yeah, I thought
also
that was happening.
that's also
Yes.
the thing to do. Ryoko says that she's face down in the dirt.
Yes, you pulled her up.
Here.
Corona was
Here.
just kind of standing there, waving from side to side, but her wings are out to give her balance, so she looks like a drunk pigeon.
Carano,
God.
Carano, try these chicken nuggets.
I thought they were.
I mean, catfish.
You don't even know what they're made out of. Why should I eat them?
They're made out of catfish. I'm sorry. These shrooms are affecting me funny.
Why are you eating them?
Shrooms.
She does grab the food from your hand.
Oh God. Well, we pick up Ryoko and bring her over.
Oh, hi, Ryoko. How are you?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Telling work stories, it turns out Ran is trapped in a box in the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Yeah, that makes about as much sense as anything.
We gotta get Ran out of the box. We gotta find the box and get Ran
It's
out of
fine.
there. Because if we get Ran out of the box, we can tell Ran to stop doing the things Ran doesn't want. And then Ran will stop doing those things before they did them, and now Ran won't feel so bad about
I
Have a nugget.
Have a nugget.
I'm good.
it. And to get there, we gotta build the biggest. We gotta find the biggest ship that's ever been built.
Suppose that's a worthy goal.
Ryan looks at the rest of them like, help me.
Corona
Yeah,
is now eating nuggets like a seagull would. She's just grabbing them with her face.
They're good, right?
There's no answer. There's only eating.
They're good. They're good.
We're gonna find out if a bird can vomit.
Oh no!
They can, but it's usually to feed the baboos.
It'd be fucked up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I
Yep.
would.
Just drunk Corano stumbles across a child. Oh, you look hungry.
No. Alright, I'm
No, no! Shut up!
And this poor child is now traumatized for life.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad Aarakocra don't work like actual birds.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm pretty sure she would be dead by now by drinking.
Yes.
That's fine. You got player levels.
Okay, no more alcohol for you two tonight.
Uh-oh.
You do see the bottle.
That's fuck you. First of all. Second of
What?
all, fuck you. Third of all, mine. And she pulls the
What?
bottle close to her.
Yeah, you would all recognize the bottle as the
Yeah,
one you all pulled from the Hell Knight's tomb.
Second of all, and she shoves in her cleavage, you're not getting it. Third, it's mine. Fuck you.
Mine. Fuck you.
This is fun.
Oh,
Just because you're scared to let yourself out of the box does not mean that you can stop me from booze.
I thought.
damn.
Oh, what the fuck is that? You hear someone shout off at one of the edges of the party, and there's like a worried commotion.
Oh.
You're tall enough that when you look over, you can see over the heads of everybody, and you see what looks to be an onkeg slowly kind of just creeping towards the edge of the light as people are backing up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
It might be the short guy. Hold on.
Yeah.
And when
Let's
you
go
start
check that
shouting that, you see hopping up on the back of the onkeg, throwing up his hands, wearing an onkeg, helmet. You see Conmo the halfling going, "It's just me. It's okay. Sorry. Sorry." As he
Yeah.
sits down and like pats the onkeg, who like between the antenna, and is just kind of like hunkering down.
Oh, hey.
Hi, welcome to the party.
While that sight is going on, I'm gonna try and pull the wine bottle from Yuko's hand.
You can
Oh,
try.
It's not in her hands.
Sleight of hand.
Where is
Oh,
it?
Put it in her boobs.
God damn it!
Yeah,
The
you're not
one
getting it.
place
You're
I
not getting
can't
it.
reach.
And then she bends her head down and like angles her torso to take a swig.
That is not
Oh,
no.
God.
No, that is not possible.
I know it's not, but it'd be fucking funny to see a person try.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
trying,
you spill a
but
good
she's just going to
amount.
get alcohol in her boobs.
Yes, that is exactly what's going to happen.
Oh God!
Oh no, I need someone to clean up all this alcohol.
Oh no!
It's like guys flexing their chest muscles so they bounce. It's just both at once. Pulling the bottle up to your mouth.
No.
Nope.
CP.
Don't worry. I will. What's the bug problem is sorted. Ryoko will get what she's coming to her.
Oh God,
Oh.
that's ominous.
Kiki.
It's gonna be more funny than anything.
Good.
Mhm. So, you see people. You saw Anchor was striding towards the onkeg pretty quickly at hearing the screams, but now at a more relaxed pace as realizes it's not an immediate threat, but still seeming to march on over there. If anyone is inclined to join, but it
Yes.
seems they're
Yeah,
getting
I'm on
to-
it going
Yeah.
forward.
indeed.
Okay.
Hey,
So,
bud.
and Conmo, who is starting to explain to Anchor, because I was just here at the invitation of them, and like turns and points to you as you start walking over, and then he like takes off the onkeg helmet, and he goes, Totally honest, I did not know it was a party, but glad I showed up when I did. Mm.
Is
And
everything all right,
Anchor
bud?
and Kama, Anchor, he just kind of sighs in that warforged way. That's more like hydraulic hiss. But Conmo turns and grins that kind of manic smile he has, and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna assume what uh you're why I had a very good night last night, no bad dreams. But
Oh yeah, we
also
got rid of the source.
also I have the batch ready, and he pulls the pack he has off his back, and inside are some clay pots that are like capped with what looks to be like natural rubber, maybe. He goes, I got the disguise perfume ready.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
How long does that keep?
Uh, Once opened, it starts losing its potency, but it should keep for a couple of months at least if they keep it sealed.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know about the
I
rest
just
of
never
you,
had to
but
make as I just didn't have to make as much as I would normally do, mostly because he like makes a gesture at all of you.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask because there's something else we should probably take care of before we deal with the bugs.
There is.
Oh,
The whole
if
devil
you
situation.
Oh yeah.
oh yes, them. Mm. Yeah, that's
Well,
fair.
Fuck up that shit.
now I think we should take care of the Ankeg Queen to have sweet, sweet Ankeg armor to go deal with the devils.
Yeah. It's just the long, Ankeg are just, they're just animals. They're just doing what they do. But devil's smart. The longer we wait, the more the time they'll have to plan some fucked up shit.
This is
I mean, I
true.
kind of want to. I was gonna agree, but also like want to disagree with you. You saying that Unkig are just animals. Yeah, they are doing their own thing, and they will keep doing what they're doing until that's the first. But sorry.
Yep. I mean, go off.
No, they are smart, but you're right. They will continue to do what they do
I don't think they're
because
gonna
they
like
do that
bring
well.
up the Rube. I don't think they're gonna bring up the Scarlet Empress.
Were they going to bring back the Scarlet Empress?
I don't think that far, but you know what I mean. I mean, if I had to bet, they're squatting in her. Where they are now is that they're
Yeah,
squatting in her own home.
I suppose it would be an anchor kind of chimes in and he goes, yes, I was actually gonna talk to you about that eventually and see what your plans are with that. But I would definitely recommend you evicting them from this island if possible.
Yeah.
With them gone, this island will be it'll be ours and the moon scales and the Sahagins. The waters.
Yeah, decidedly less full of murder.
And he kind of looks to you, just kind of seeming ignoring Conmo for the moment as he's like rifling through his bag, still perched up on the on keg. That is just kind of quietly chittering in its insectoid way, insect-like chattering. But
What did they eat?
oh, they're kind of omnivorous. Uh, they'll eat mainly meat, carrion. They hunt. Uh, It's mainly the nymphs that really need meat, but they also. This is one of the things that I want. I really want this palace. That's my nickname for it. Why this hive would be so fruitful is they probably have a fungus garden that's probably rich. That's why they're gathering all the wood. You need meat to feed the nymphs, but most of the adults they will a lot of their diet when they're this big of a hive, or well, you get this big, but when they become a hive, a lot of their food once it comes from the fungus they grow because it is so rich and potent for their kind. But it is actually very healthy and nutritious. If you can harvest it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
There's a
you don't.
lot of resources that if I can get people to help. Kind of, he glances at the village around as people are like kind of looking apprehensively at seeing an on-cake so near, but the heroes of the island and the protector of the village don't seem to be too concerned about it, so they're relaxing.
So,
Because if I
from
can
your
recruit people,
professional
there's a lot of
opinion,
resources we can extract from there. I'm sorry,
yeah. Just asking for your professional opinion. How long until the hive gets too big for their britches?
Well, that's the thing. If we control it, we can remove eggs and nymphs and, be blunt, harvest them, so we can control the population at a sustainable size.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
just
how you would,
mean
just like
currently.
how you would farm chickens or, sea cows.
Yeah. I just mean at present.
Present, yeah, there's probably, I'd say maybe another decade or two before they, completely swarm over everything. So,
Okay,
or
so
become
we're not
so
like pressed
far-ranging
for
that they
time.
start threatening everything. It's not that they would expand the hive to expand all of it, but they would start extending out more and more and expanding. But usually, they reach a homeostasis size before they get to this size. And this is that's one of the reasons why I really want to get down there and investigate, see what's unique about this island that let them get expand this much.
I mean, there's lots of weird magical shit on this island.
Yeah, and the fact that it's built on a Marasian research outpost after the Ruby Empress, after the Empire fell, that's fascinating. Who knows what's down there? And I mean, it's something I talked about with Jairus a couple of times. The alchemist.
Who knows? Maybe the Ruby Empress also had some pet bugs.
I mean, I don't see why she wouldn't. I kind of think that's where some of the bandit flies came from. Honestly, they can be, they are around the island, the islands, but the ones here are meaner than normal. I mean, there's a lot of halflings that, a lot of halfling floating villages that raise them to, for aerial scouts and the like.
Huh.
Anyways, and he looks to Anchor. He goes, I can park them somewhere nearby and make sure they are well behaved, but can I join the party? And Anchor does that sigh again. He goes, yes, of course. We never told you to leave the village. And he goes, I know. It's just rude to assume. Anchor, if he could, would have rolled his eyes. But
I get a feeling Warforged, once they've realized certain social protocols they cannot biologically fulfill, they start doing really exaggerated motions.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So so Conmo says when you're ready, you can go. Another side quest.
Mm-hmm.
Progress.
Yes.
When you are ready, you can proceed into the palace.
Can I roll an animal handling check to pet the onkeg? I have been waiting since I heard the word onkeg.
Super termite.
You reach out to pet the chitinous exoskeleton, and you are able to get like you're able to feel it for a bit, but then you see the antenna start whipping around agitatedly, and it kind of starts clattering the mandibles before Kama goes, "Ooh, careful! They can be a little testy sometimes, and there's a lot of noise and smells here, so they might be a little overwhelmed."
Okay. He will adjust accordingly.
Man, like Kamo goes over and like does like a shushing noise, like and does a couple. Actually, it'd be more like a clicking noise, and uh, starts patting it, and he reaches in and pulls out what looks to be like a mash in like a pouch, and like pulls out what looks to be like a mash of like might be fungus, dirt, and maybe like some leaves, and then he offers it to him. The enclave you see very delicately takes it with the smaller mandibles and like starts munching it. And goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go get her tied up, secured."
Okay. That's fair.
And
Goodbye, lovely little feller.
It's like mashed potatoes, but mushrooms.
yeah, the enclave scurries off with Conma, and it's like watching someone secure a horse to a tree. It's like there's no way if that animal really wanted to, they could escape, but
It
they
could
seem
eat the
trained
tree.
enough. Yeah, or like melt the tree.
It's just very well behaved.
And so Kamo goes to join the party. People kind of giving him weird looks. So
No, it's like no monsters in the village. Conmo shows up. Anchor. I'll make exception. They look like a very polite bug.
so with that little bit of excitement done, what do you want to do next? It's getting a little bit later.
Yeah.
Dinner's pretty much done. There's still some people eating. There's now more drinking, it seems. Everyone the
You
rest
know
of
what?
the village seems to be enjoying themselves.
I'll go bother the head honcho. Or at least,
Matilda?
yeah, just to bridge her of our next plan.
Okay. And you see her, she's sitting with Rosilda, her wife, and she's there, they're both sitting there chatting, and when you walk up, they she smiles and goes, you want a welcome. And
Ew.
they're sitting by like one of the smaller campfires on a log. She gestures to like a stump. Join us if you want.
Thanks. Just wanted to, bring something up.
What's up?
Not to bring down the mood at all, or make less the our whole victory thing. But
Oh, not at all. We were actually discussing what we might be doing for the future of the island,
yeah,
or at
cool.
least our village here.
Yeah. Speaking of which, to go point over in their direction is like, yeah, Conmo. We've been making plans with Conmo about the whole big bug hive thing. That can keep it though. I'm more worried about the devils.
Yes. That was one of the things we were going to talk about. Definitely neighbors we've been really worried about, but now with the eyes in the deep gone, we're really concerned what they're going to do next, because it seemed they were working with them from what you
Yeah,
said and what Benchok said, and after you rescued him.
yeah. Which they might feel cornered now. People tend to do real stupid shit when they're desperate. And if
Yes.
I'm gonna bet good money that they're holed up in ye old Empress's shack.
Yeah, that's what the Moonscale have shared with us. We don't really get to that side of the island much. Just well, we didn't used to, mostly because of the Anzu and various dangers. But you've cleared up quite a few of those, so might be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, and we know their boss has a grudge with us already.
Yes, that's what Ventrok said when you returned, that she was able to escape through magic.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna, of course, bring it up with the rest of my buds, but probably we nip that in the bud sooner rather than later.
That'd be great. You let us know if there's anything we can do to help.
Yeah. Like you said, you don't go to that. You haven't gone to that side of the island very much, so I don't imagine there's much information you could tell us.
No, I definitely recommend speaking with Utroth. Orvir might know something. He's been more over that way and kind of looks around and spots him talking to some of the other Dragonborn that you think we're probably on the same boat he crashed on. But
I'll go and grab my buds in the meantime. Let him wrap up his conversation.
okay. Well, thank you for everything. It's
Yeah, no
we
problem.
actually, I would rather talk to your whole group, but let them know that those of us like us who are deciding to stay, even if we secure ships and the like, your group's welcome to stay too, or might be able to work something out to, I don't know, make something more of this the settlement.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
I just imagine you broach a subject and there's just a scream of absolute pain and woe from Ryoko.
I'm not dying here.
She just looks like the fucking scream painting. It's a fades out.
Yeah, where is Ryoko currently?
Probably
Well,
stuffing her food with.
after spilling a bit more wine than she wanted to while trying to drink it out of her boobs, she has
I have seen
scurried away from a distracted Rayan to drink more normally.
Good.
Ryan has
Nonetheless,
followed her.
Is probably hiding behind a bush like a raccoon.
Ryan has followed her. It's like, hey, Ryoko? No, I'm not taking it away. I wanted to try some.
This infernal mine.
That sounds like bullshit.
lumbers over, sees the situation. Oh yeah, I've dealt with this.
You bring a cup. You bring a cup, and I'll give you some.
He's gonna place a big hand on Rand's shoulder. See, this is a classic case of groglin.
What?
I've dealt with many groglins.
Groglins.
Crocklin?
When they're real deep in their cup, like they're about to see like fish and shit. However, I got a perfect way to deal with this.
Well, I really do want to try something.
You can once she's disarmed.
Okay.
Now, you see, the trick is not to take away the bottle because they're really attached to it. And just walk over to Ryoko, and then, similar to a raccoon, just scoop her up underneath the arms. Now holding her like a fucking cat.
How does Ryoko react in her?
I think going with the raccoon comparison, she's full on flailing and hissing and scratching.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is standard Groglin reaction. And just gonna walk Ryoko over to like this little waterfall. It's like, now, cold water tends to shock them a little bit and get them a little bit coherent. It doesn't do anything to get doesn't make them less drunk, but it makes them a little more coherent. So,
Okay.
Also, it's good to just get general water in your system. That's not booze, so you're going for a bath.
You're running
Oh,
six
no.
cocks in it. That's an exorcist joke.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yes.
No.
Just-
Wow.
that is also a typical Groglin response. The trick is to
Mega
not
petty.
fear the Groglin. That gives them power.
Fucker.
Dunk the bitch.
Hmm.
Oh, Dunker.
So, actually-
Okay.
Let's see.
What I heard
Get some
the first time.
competing roles, some competing grapple roles.
Oh,
So,
no.
if you wanna, you can do athletics. Ryoko, you can do acrobatics. Although I was gonna say you might get disadvantage for being drunk, but there's not much of a
Oh,
difference there.
jeez.
The
Oh,
desire
jeez.
for booze is strong.
Jesus.
Just because I think it's funny, I'm going to rage to give myself advantage.
And that's still not enough.
It's not enough, but I'm
Oh.
for it.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, I
Come
don't know
on.
if you can.
Oh, you tied.
No, if I had disadvantage, Joanna would have slightly beat me out.
I won. Well,
Yeah. You wanna, because of your rage, her nails are breaking the skin at the least.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What?
If you're gonna do that.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh,
Don't you fucking dare, Callie.
you just stagger in swooping.
God damn it, Callie.
Good times roll!
I grab her under the arms and take off with her, drunkenly floating into the
Oh,
trees.
God.
Fucking alright,
Amazing.
fine. I guess we're doing this.
Fuck
As Corrado and I fly off into the sky, I throw
No.
up fucking devil horns in my hand and I say, "Fuck it!"
No.
I was
No,
afraid you were
hold
going to say
on.
you throw up as you're flying
Yeah.
away.
Bull sounds rule!
No. As you start to go, as she grabs you.
We're doing more. We got to roll initiative.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What are you trying to wait, what are you trying to do? Wait, what are you trying to do?
I cast hold person on them both.
Alright, I guess,
Wisdom
Save
save, please. Damn it. Chrono succeeds.
Ryoko just
Ryoko
suddenly
failed.
goes.
Ryoko is
Just
being
freezes
carried
in
by
Corrado's
Corano.
grip.
Yeah, god damn it.
Ryoko just freezes in place and like becomes like a statue.
Bye.
He sees he sees all this commotion happening. It's just like, oh, it wouldn't be the first time a seagull has abducted a Groglin.
Also, would it have been a very good idea to cast Hold Person when I was 60 feet in the air?
No,
you gotta get sober real fast.
I thought you
I
learned
did it
from the windmill tower. Bonk,
No, I
bonk,
didn't.
bonk.
I didn't do it when you were 60 feet in the air. You ran by and grabbed her, and
I
then
was flying!
Yeah,
Yeah, she
no,
swooped by and grabbed me.
it
Swooping
would
Where
have.
are you flying straight
Corona
while
would
drunk?
have been in motion if the whole person went through. So yeah, there would have been. You ever see those videos of a glider almost but not quite taking off?
Well, they would have gotten sober real fast at least.
I broke my neck.
But yeah, he's just gonna
Oh, yeah, Corona, you're now drunkenly parading around with a statue in your arms.
That's fine.
I just I
it's
just
okay.
missed the spell.
It's okay.
Ryoko,
Ryan.
you're free.
It's like you can't help every Groglin. Sometimes you gotta let nature take its course.
We have 2 Groglins.
Yeah,
One can fly.
yeah. That doesn't mean it's better.
I don't. No, I think it's worse.
Yeah.
It's funnier, is what it is.
Oh well.
Is this
If they crash into a pond or something, that's all the better.
is
but,
this drink typically does to somebody?
I mean, if they get really, really, really drunk.
Okay.
And some people are silly drunk, some people are like mean drunk, some people are quiet drunks. But I'm just gonna take this as an excuse of we get to say we just get to tell them what's going to happen because they weren't there to vote for it.
Vote for what?
We were
Yeah,
just
I actually
sound-minded.
came over here to like get everyone.
What?
I came over to get everyone, discuss our next plans.
That might be best for tomorrow.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
See, this is why I'm not a captain.
yeah.
I don't think about
I
that kind of stuff.
I agree. Drunk. Yeah, it's their fault for getting so drunk, but like, their input is, part of this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Oh, well.
has landed at the not too far away.
Yeah, I'm sure drunken flying is a whole the whole thing, but especially carrying a whole other person who is also drunk weight.
Yeah, it was wobbly at best.
Because like when someone's drunk and you try to help them walk, they are suddenly like 60 pounds heavier than they normally are, right?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
dead weight.
She lands and she like pats Ryoko off and she goes, "Yeah, I know we're drunk. And it's not an excuse to go grabbing somebody without
I'm
consent."
alright. We're having a good time around here, buddy.
Maybe we should drink some water though.
Yeah, the fucking hangover is gonna be fucking terrible if we don't. So yeah, that's fine.
I brought water bottles and I'm just gonna sit down crisscross.
Shit, you're prepared.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
I mean, being a cleric, she could just create water.
It's not mine either, but generally I just am like, yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah, I can create food and water. I forgot about that.
Just
It's
imagine.
like, Jesus.
Druids and clerics kind of make survival sessions a little easier.
Yeah.
Just imagining the fucking serpent whispering into her ear, "You can create water."
Yeah, God, I can. I mean, she's just gonna pat like Ryoko's shoulders as she's sitting next to her, drinking out of water bottles and going, I mean, a bath probably isn't a bad idea, but I don't think, and she belches, I don't think now is a good idea.
Yeah, you
I'm
might
pretty
drown.
Sure, I'm pretty sure if they put me in the fucking water right now, I'm gonna fucking drown.
Yeah,
But you know, it'd be really nice if we could find like a hot spring. That'd be nice.
Sweat out the alcohol.
Nice hot spring. I mean, not right now, but like eventually, it'd be nice, nice warm.
Wait a minute, Corrado. All you need to do, and I'm pretty sure you're drunk, drunken as you are, the logic would work. It's like, I just go over to one of those pools, I'll zap it with electricity, then it'll be warm.
Oh, jeez.
she's a little more sober than Ryoko. Ryoko has been sharing, but I'm pretty sure she's been drinking more than Kurano has. And she goes, I mean, I have like tubs and stuff. I can put water in it and then like heat it up.
We should do that one night. I think everyone could use those soap.
You know,
Not at the same time. That'd be weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, weird.
I don't know if we have a big enough tub to fit everybody in, especially with.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Like, we need like a fucking house.
I just imagine they're just leaning against each other right now, drinking out of water bottles, spilling everything onto their laps as they're sitting there.
Odd.
So yeah,
Our cleric and rogue, everyone.
Yep. Be proud.
Yeah.
This is in her
Absolutely.
background. It's like after everything, it's just a little relaxation. It's nowhere like we're hurting anybody.
We're due for it. We deserve this. We deserve a nice night where we just get to fuck around and not worry about getting eaten by birds or seaweed.
Bugs.
Fucking bugs!
The bugs.
Fucking spiders on my ass.
They did bite your ass, didn't they?
A little bastard spider. Remember that little bastard spider that fucking teleported like Nightcrawler and fucking bit me.
That was fucking.
Fuck that spider. That's like a fucking asshole spider. I fucking hate him.
Well, he's dead
Both
now.
these. Yeah, he's dead.
He's
He
real
was like,
dead.
he's a petty bitch.
Now the next generation are being raised for good.
Reverting back to her high school days.
Do you find it funny that drunk Ryoko is essentially a valley girl?
Yeah, it was called the Valley of Eternal Blossoms.
God.
Well, anyway, I mean, it's just kind of nice to hang out with you.
It's nice having interactions that aren't fucking work related.
That's nice too. I'm glad most of this shit is over.
Like if I can be real with you for a second, I feel like you're not going to kill me, and that's a rare feeling for me to have about another person.
Oh no, I mean, I'm not gonna kill anybody unless they deserve it, and you've never done anything to deserve, except maybe for puppeteering a corpse. That was more funny than anything.
listen. You know, this is disrespecting the dead. Yes, but you know, the tax rate really was a fucking abominable. Those peasants scraped up like what little money they could save to hire us. It felt sort of like we really had to do it.
Moral conundrums are for tomorrow. It was just really funny that you puppeteered a corpse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was really more fucking Miko's thing. She's the one that knows Banraku. I did make sure that the sticks were in.
What was their what was the official's title? I missed it. It's not the chancellor, though, right?
He was a politician, so I imagine he was like a mayor or some equivalent.
Or Mayor Bernhold. That weekend was terrible.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was waiting for the conversation to come back around it because I thought of that joke after it had moved on. I'm like, damn it, I missed my chance.
No, it's fine.
Anyway, have some more water. It's fresh, and I know it's
That's
fresh.
good. That's good water.
Like, Vec corrects telling me to drink more.
I don't need you sober, but I do need you functional, damn it.
So yeah, you two.
I'm not proud of the things I did. I'm not proud of them because I mean, you know, killing people for money is wrong. But you know,
The way she said that.
it's how I survived, and
It was a choice you had to make, and you made it. And I don't think anybody should think less of you for it.
And like, it's a sad fact, but there are some people who kind of need killing because they're just gonna hurt other people and no one's gonna stop them. That doesn't make what I did right, but like, I don't know, starting to try and see myself in a different, more nuanced perspective.
There's a very clumsy pat to your hand with her hand. You might have scratches tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes,
You can. Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's. Sometimes I'm paid to go kill somebody too. They just call it religious.
Yeah, I feel like we've been paid to kill things that talk, which are essentially people, a couple of times here, and like, it's not like anyone relished it. It's not like we were taking sadistic pleasure in it. It just had to happen so people could live. So like,
Yeah, I don't. Nuance is important when you're killing things.
Yeah.
I imagine at this point they just get really quiet and slump together and start drinking water silently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so you two are trying to prepare for the inevitable hangover. What are the rest of you doing after they flew off?
Returns back is like, so yeah, I did go to retrieve my my folks, but some of them got really fucking drunk.
That is true.
Fascinating.
So might have to
Rand
put a pin in the meeting.
Yeah.
Drayan was not able to get any of the infernal alcohol. She has sought out different alcohol to try.
Yeah,
and
just say Quiet Hearts would have suggested like there's other booze at the party.
Yeah.
There is.
yeah, and there is not like too big of an array, but there is. It's all mostly different like moonshine or like fermented fruit juices from the various fruits and plants that grow on the island. But there are also a couple of kegs that have been salvaged, like floated in on wrecks. So there is a little bit of ale or beer, and there's definitely some rum.
That's the most exotic thing here.
Probably some of the local stuff, although there is someone. There is someone that would be making mixed drinks because, of course, there would be.
Then I'm gonna try some of those.
Okay, yeah, and just like Pizlop had showed up previously, you are set up with a coconut drink that has a bit of rum and some of the local fermented fruit alcohol. It is extremely sweet.
Yeah,
And it's like mixed with some of the coconut milk.
on smelling how sweet it is, Quiet Hearts will certainly get their own half coconut.
Yep.
It smells very sweet.
Have fun getting drunk immediately.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, you're lucky they're not down on the fumes alone.
Yeah, God, Quiet Hearts, how are you handling your first drink, I'm guessing?
Or, like, they haven't had any yet. They're just enjoying the smell and trying to psych themselves up.
Okay.
It's like, they weren't allowed to have sacramental wine or any crap like that.
Yeah.
They have no idea.
Rayan is drinking away.
Yeah, it is extremely sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet, but she is unbothered with her 18 constitution.
The sweeter that shit is, the more alcohol is in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's how you hide the bite of the rum.
She don't know that though.
I have drinkers in my family, and they all say the fruitier and more girly the drink, the more it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Fucked up
As
instantly.
as the ex-alcohol store worker can confirm,
Oh, excuse me.
my favorites are when people are like, "Oh, Long Island iced teas, those don't sound bad."
Oh god.
Oh, buddy.
Oh god.
Oh
Ooh.
god, my friend
Ooh.
had that
Uh,
exact experience one time.
This just tastes like tea. Oh, why can't I see?
My favorite, my friend Rob, he has a very high alcohol tolerance, just naturally. And he's down 2 or 3 AMFs to feel a buzz.
Well,
Now, for the uninitiated, AMFs are a really sweet drink, and AMF is short for adios, motherfucker.
So, Quiet Hearts has taken exactly one tiny ass sip, and all of a sudden, all their eyes just begin just scanning the horizon, unable to focus on anything, and they
Oh,
begin
no.
to sway. They are an extreme teetotaler.
Oh, oh. Ryan grabs you.
They they don't even jump the sudden contact.
Yeah. She'll like lean you to sit down.
I've never been this unfocused.
How much did you drink?
It's like literally just the bear's like sip. It's
Oh
almost
no!
nothing.
Oh no!
They look.
Are you
Yeah.
okay, Clarence?
this ASMR has no liver.
Oh god.
They they just blink for a few minutes. They just and they just go, this is very sweet. I should have more.
Maybe not too much. Look what happened to Ryoko. You have a headache tomorrow.
Oh, you should drink some too.
I am. She holds up hers and she's like already drank a good amount of hers and she's like fine.
They just blinks a bit like that. They look down at their coconut, which is still mostly full. It's, oh, should I catch? I should. Oh,
What?
never happened.
I was afraid I would become the designated driver of the party.
Like just a fit of hiccups, and they're actually doing this weird kind of giggle sound between the hiccups because they've never experienced hiccups before.
Aww. Ryan actually kind of laughs at that. That's a really cute sound. Quiet Hearts.
That's
You're giggling.
oh, never experienced this.
I
They do
I've
the,
never heard you giggle before.
it's nice just kind of being able to let go, I guess. And they're gonna like
Yeah.
just like at that like another hiccup, you know how it kind of like just pops your chest a bit.
Yeah.
Like at that, they kind of look down to start scratching at the armor and goes, "This is very uncomfortable."
You don't need to wear it all the time.
I'd be naked. Naked's
Get you-
a no-no.
No, we'll get you clothes. Obviously, I didn't. You're naked under there.
It's a little padding, but mostly. Not that I
Oh,
have.
that's-
Not that I had anything. One of them said I'm like a doll. I don't understand.
What?
Ryan, most people are naked underneath their clothes.
What did That's her. What did you say, Quiet Hearts?
I said I'm like a doll, so it's not that naked's naked. It's just
Oh. What's a doll?
it's. They pause for a minute and they go. Just blink and I go. Oh, I know what a doll is.
Aw. Well, I mean, we'll find you something that you like to wear. You don't have to wear your armor all the time.
That would be nice.
I feel like at this rate I need to get you two like a book. One of those books with
book?
words in it.
I have a book.
I believe the term is dictionary.
Yeah, one of those.
Ryan finishes up her drink.
I'd like to go at the diction.
What's a dictionary? Well,
There's a
another
book
kind of book,
with words
obviously,
in it.
but
And meanings of words.
ooh. Do you flip that around and find what you need to?
No,
I
it's
don't
just
got
used.
one.
It's just used to reference words when you can't think of a word, or need to know what a word means.
Yeah, but you flip the pages back and forth till you find the one that you're thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Ryan continues to think all books
What's
function like hers.
My sister has a dictionary back at home. You can borrow it.
Oh, okay.
Has Amon been drinking?
No, but I accidentally said shrooms, so I'm assuming the tubers are having interesting side effects for
Oh,
a
no.
non-tuber
Mhm.
individual.
Oh, the lizard folk definitely brought psychedelics or something.
Oh no.
So he's like weed high right now.
Mhm.
Like he's not
Well, I
sober. He
mean, there
recognized.
is. Well, that's
There is
one of
weed.
the things. Yeah, that's one of the things that the lizard folk would have brought with them is a batch of narcotic kelp because they grow that in the shallows.
Yeah,
It literally is.
Dank seaweed.
Amon's been casually chewing it this whole time, just kind of like, yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna get another drink, okay?
Nods, and quite hard takes another sip and nearly falls over.
Oh god. Are you
Whoa.
sure you want to drink all that?
It is very sweet, and I like it.
Okay.
Cartoon sound effects, slurping noise, but nothing happens.
Yeah. I mean, they tilt it up to their face, but like, there's no.
Yeah.
It just vanished. Question: Are these like full half coconuts with like the meat of the coconut in it, or is it just like a shell cup essentially?
It would be like the actual coconut. So if you wanted, you could like dig into some of the meat if you wanted.
Oh yes, the sides of the coconut have like bite marks on it. Not that they could bite through it, and there's like some of the meat missing.
Oh.
I just
Ryan
want you all to know that whenever the night ends, if it sounds like I'm gonna have to drag everyone back to the fucking cabin.
No worries. I'm not having that much of the narcotic weed. I'm just vibing.
Narcoto weed?
What Sarah said was
Narcotic kelp. It's
Nacarta kelp. That's it.
Narcotic
No,
kelp.
I know.
Because then
I'm
it's
just saying that
seaweed.
gray.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's
Dank
drugs.
seaweed.
I don't remember drugs. He's just casually chewing on it. He's got like a chill back vibe, not a I can't find my way back to the cabin vibe.
Yeah, it's a chilling out kind of edible thing. Yeah, it can be eaten, brewed into tea, or smoked normally, but yeah, it's versatile.
Ryan comes back with 2 drinks, each different mixes. And these are really sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
Constitution check, asshole.
So, as the night goes, actually, what's that?
No, I'm just wondering if she wants to roll a Constitution check.
Yeah, I do. I'm fine.
Quiet hurts.
I am.
Yeah, she's
Oh, no.
enough part water that she doesn't have to drink water.
Like, Carhartts is already fucked. At this point, if you're making them roll con saves, it's just debating if they're going worse.
Oh no.
Well, may as well.
I don't think you're like, because you're while you are getting drunk off of one drink, it's not like you're slabbing back multiples that like would overwhelm you.
Damn.
That's right, okay.
Yeah, actually,
You're not
so
bad.
So they're holding up.
so yeah, you enjoy your drinks. you want it, you'd be able to enjoy one of those, like one of them, and not be bothered, just from your metabolism being so big.
Mhm.
But yeah, um, getting a bit later, people are it's winding down a bit. Um, there is a point though where Rayan,
Yeah.
uh, you notice you probably don't notice as you've been chatting with your friends and just visiting with people that come by and talk. But there is someone that comes by and you didn't realize that the music had stopped as you feel like someone tug on your sleeve and you turn around and then look down and you see Ferrum, I believe he was a halfling or no?
Halfling, yeah.
Yeah, halfling bard.
Um,
He's got his fiddle kind of tucked under one of his arms and a drink in his other hand.
Hi.
So we're definitely going to have a sit down and talk about your adventure down beneath the waves and across the island, so we can perfect the song I'm going to be singing about all this. But
You're gonna write a song about it?
well, of course, the heroes of Rondo Island, vanquishers of the eyes in the deep, the
Okay.
nightmare vanquishers. Yes, all kinds of fancy titles we could give it, but
Oh.
that is for later. For now, though, I think our little band needs a concertina player. Join us.
Oh my god. Um. Her face looks like it's about to split in half with the smile she has.
No.
Big, all teeth showing, just huge smile.
He goes, now that is a flashy smile. Oh,
Oh, what smile?
a flashy smile.
You mean it? You want me to join?
Of course.
Where's my
I mean,
concertina? Where's my concertina? Got it.
So, and you go over to be where some of the musicians are. Some of them have stopped over the night. Some of them, other people have stepped in. But no one has a squeeze box or concertina like you do. But there's someone with some drums. Might be homemade here on the island. You see some people with a couple flutes, or pipes.
She is vibrating.
You actually see the lizard folk there. He's not part of the band yet, but you did see earlier, and you probably went and talked to them. The one lizard folk with the frog horns,
Yes.
the frog orchestra, or choir, whatever I called it. But they're there watching. They played earlier, but yeah. So Ferrum, goes, okay, we'll start out simple, and I should have thought of one, like a ditty, like a song would be like okay, we'll do this one, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3, and performance check, please.
I can roll my concertina, right?
Yep. Yeah, performance or the concertina.
Oh, god damn it. I'm proficient
The
not in performance, but I
charisma
am
plus
proficient.
proficiency.
Yeah, I'll do this. Oh no! Oh no!
Can I help them? Or,
How would you help?
seeing that Rayed is nervous and probably overexcited and not
Absolutely.
getting the best start, Quiet Hearts in their semi-drunken state are going to they very quickly stagger on over there, and they're going to start trying to hum and harmonize, and essentially they begin. It doesn't really have words. It is kind of like just a almost a formless, not quite a hymn, but just a singing tone, essentially giving them aid.
A
and
rhythm
helping-
to follow.
Yeah, I will say Quiet Hearts is a singing voice. Sounds metallic and vaguely auto-tuned. My best
Oh.
description is like, what if a pipe organ had, could speak and sang?
Oh.
If you like, I
That-
could. It's like, could I do that to like help them get in the rhythm
Yeah.
and give advantage? All right.
Yeah, so I was gonna
Yeah.
say, when you first started, Ryan, the nerves kind of got you at a moment, and you hit a few bad notes, and while no one was booing, you do see Ferrum once a bit, but he's like, "Oh, no worries. Stage frights always get you the first time." But
Yes, sorry.
and then Quiet Hearts comes up and starts helping, and Ferrum, he seems a little tilts his head a little in confusion for a second, but then like starts nodding along with it, tapping his foot, and picks up from what you were doing. So yes, you can roll with advantage now.
Yay.
And I'd say Ryoko and Kuroda, you probably
That'll
shuffle
be
back
a
on over here.
23.
I'm just going to roll as well for fun. 20.
Hey!
It's like,
Nice. So, yeah, and you start off as like like it's not a quick, fast-paced one, but then over time you start picking up as you start realizing you got getting the hang of that leg, and then it goes a little more advanced, and then tempo picks up, and you start hearing people around start clapping their hands in time, and Pharaoh, I'm not going to try to sing it, but he launches into a lively song, kind of body at points, definitely a tavern pleaser probably. You see people start joining in. It's probably a popular one. People that have been sailors, obviously seem to join in, and you definitely see members of the Driftwood Dolphin that have wrecked on you. None of you have talked to the captain in a while, but you see her like nodding along, clapping her hands as Neri's sitting by her, her harpy, adopted daughter, and the other crew members are dancing, and there's like a little, lively little jig going on,
Yay. After the initial nervous mess up, she is glowing up there.
possibly quite literally.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, and when the song reaches a crescendo and that last note hits, there's cheers, applause around, and if there was a tipping hat, there would definitely be money being tossed in, but you live on a economyless island at the moment, so. But yeah, little performance comes to an end. Ferrum, the other band members start, smiling and chatting. A couple of them pat you on the shoulder or on the back. They're like, "Great job, that was good."
Thank you. That was
And
so
Ferrum,
fun.
yeah. It goes a little rocky start there, but like I said, first time on the stage, you always get a little jittery. But and he looks at you quite hurts, goes, "But that was some good coaching there."
just kind of blinks. Coaching?
Yeah, you helped guide her into the song. Everyone
Yeah.
needs. Sometimes you need a
I just
conductor a bit.
I just wanted to help.
You did. Really
Yeah.
helped.
Just give the little hands up and go, yay.
Oh, Ryan goes over and goes to do the hug, stops. Is it okay to hug you?
Just blinks. And goes, I am very sharp and rough of metal. Yes.
Okay. She hugs.
Yay. Hugs back.
Oh.
and you know, Faram's standing there, and he's like grinning as he goes, "You know, both of you got some pretty good promise with musical talent there. Definitely keep it up, the both of you."
Thank you.
Okay.
I never got to sing or dance or do anything. This is nice.
Oh, that's a shame. One of the best things about life, honestly. You know, what's life without a good party?
Just kind of like the eyes kind of like do that little like sad tilt from it, and they go, Ego is always to be covered in the armor. It's God's damned armor. It's like they separate from I keep trying to call her Ryoko. God damn it. Fucking all names.
I'm
Anyways.
not nearly drunk enough to be Ryoko.
And then like you just see there's a soft glow that goes through the armor, and you know it's one of the things I could do is just instantly equip or dequip it, and it just essentially just flies apart into a pile, and they just have like very light and loose, not loose but like very light padding underneath. It's not quite a tunic, but like, and you notice like their legs and arms are just wrong proportions for like a true humanoid, and they
ain't that a trick?
there's like this soft cracking and popping sound as their body realigns to its natural shape. They just blink, and then like this I can dance, I think, and they do like a stumble step. And they wave back and forth, and then they like. Have you seen like the awkward white guy dance of move arms back and forth, and then just like turn in the circle? That.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god.
No idea what they're doing.
Oh, they're trying though.
Sorry, this is what I imagined.
More energy, less depression, but yes.
Yeah. So Farrah was just like, you know, he's just grinning, cracking up, having a good time. So he goes, so I'm sure there's a bunch of people that have, maybe like looks to you, Rand. I'm sure there have been a bunch of people already, you know, itching. But I get the sense that you'll be probably the ones who get a boat first. So I'd really like to get off this island, please.
I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. So my reservation's booked. Excellent. Shakes your hand.
Oh, you made that deal pretty quick, huh?
He's a bard.
Sneaky little bitch.
It's drunk, it's fine. It's not a legally binding contract if they're under an inebriation.
Really?
She's
That's why
only-
he went for the. That's why
She
he
is
went for
only
Rand,
a
who's
little
mostly sober.
Rand is only a bit tipsy, that's all.
We have a bunch of other people who could overrule us. It's fine.
But
And then we'll just have to live with the guilt of it.
What's wrong with bringing a bard on board? It's fine.
So, you can get you know. Farrah invites you if you wanted to join in some other songs, but he admits that the party's energy is kind of dying down as it's getting later, and you can see that too. But yeah, you can continue, or you can rejoin your friends. Ryoka and Ran, you probably staggered in with that. Ryoko and Korono.
It's the one drinking here.
I'm sorry I started the name confusion.
Yeah, I think I did that before you did though earlier. So, but yeah, you probably staggered in during that performance. So, if you want,
saw
of
me.
course.
You saw us play.
To live up like a lady. Farewell
Ioane, and you probably have to shepherd your group.
Rayan
Designated
has grabbed yet
captain.
another fruity drink.
No worries, man. I'll help you shepherd him.
Oh my god, he's high.
Ioane here.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna help Ryoko get somewhere to lay down, and then I'm going to wait till she falls asleep, and then I'm gonna do something.
Oh.
But
Uh-oh.
yeah, eventually, depending on how late people want to stay up, you can start staggering over to your cabin, or hut, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it.
Rayan's
But
a little stumbly.
I will say that at one point, just so I could check off some things from the party checklist, this will be quick. Amon and Ioane, seeing that, and probably Rayan, seeing that you three are probably the most coherent. Jarrus, the Triton artificer, walks up at one point. Krislop's not really trailing around. You've seen him just like bouncing around, being a menace at the party, getting, drinking, stealing people's, drinks. But he does show up, and just to make things quick, he requests a possible escort to the Marician outpost or the repair shop where the warbirds were, because he wants to check it out, see what he could salvage there in terms of like tools and stuff.
Yeah, we can do that for you, man. We gotta go. Ione was really up on fighting some demons first, or checking out the Empress's place. And then we promised the Bug Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that crazy guy.
He's fun. I like him.
Oh, yeah, he is.
I'm
will
gonna
guess
befriend
I was
his
making
horse.
those acid resist potions for you for that little endeavor, huh?
It's fine. You gave us a turtle to breathe underwater.
Oh no, I mean, I'm so glad that what I've been helping make has had such a positive impact. Like
It really has.
After a couple of years here of not really having too much personal positive impact on the on the village, it's good to see finally paying off. I needed help, but hey, whatever. I'm gonna be just a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
But
And I
anyways,
appreciate you for that.
yeah, I mean, you could also just like we go over. I travel with you if you're going west. Just I go with you. I can probably make my way back. It's just I need to be able to get there. See if you guys can clear out anything that might have moved in. Now that there's not a warbird stomping around. But yeah, it's just I just needed an escort to there, and I should be okay. I could set up a little hidey hole myself there. Maybe even bring get them to fly in supplies now that the Anzu's not flying around.
Yep. Well, you can come. This might be a bit premature. We'll talk in the morning when several of our party members aren't drunk, and
Yes.
I haven't been chewing so much on the weed.
I'm only tipsy.
I wasn't
no,
referring to you, Rayan.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Looks over to Quiet Hearts. Looks back.
And then like Jarrus leans in. I think because of that accusation, she might be tipsier than she thinks.
Probably, but we're not gonna pressure it, man.
No. First time drinkers, I know how it is. It's funny when because not really a lot of alcohol underwater, but when you get Tritons like me who have usually only lived underwater, once they get their lungs working, go up on land, test out the liver. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, I can imagine. I don't see why we couldn't make that stop along the way to the Ruby Empress, so we should be able to help you out with that.
Yeah. So, yeah, whenever it's convenient for you, I just wanted to get that out there. Well,
we'll talk in the
enjoy your
morning.
night.
We'll talk in the morning, and I'll get back with you tomorrow before we leave town.
Of course. Thank you. And he will go off to do what he's going to do at the party. And
Before he goes off, it's like, do you want some catfish nuggets? They're delicious.
of course, and he'll take some. Okay, so he'll go off, and I think with that. Okay, there's one other thing, but that can be done tomorrow. Okay, yeah, so party objectives, completed.
Yeah.
There was a chance that someone might have challenged Yolande to an arm wrestling contest, but it's got a little late.
Hey, Ione, before we go to bed, we gotta go talk about something. Come over here real quick. You there, big buddy?
Easy.
Easy.
Hello.
Yes.
Grace talking to
Hey.
you.
Hey,
Apologies. I
Oh, you're
spaced out.
fine. Dude, it happens. It happens to me all the time. He's like, hey, Ione, come over here. We gotta go over here. I gotta talk to something real quick while I'm in this kind of a mind state. Come on, bud.
Okay.
Takes him over specifically outside of earshot of a couple of party members in particular, and goes, hey, so this is probably because I've been chewing on the weed all night, and I probably shouldn't tell you, but Ryoko's got like the biggest damn crush on you, buddy.
Oh, you fucker.
You ass.
He takes that in.
You're that friend.
You're that high asshole.
Wow. How
God.
shitty. Jesus.
Now's the time to
Okay.
ask him on any secrets that he might have.
Okay, that's all I had, buddy.
Takes that in. Okay.
Iwane's just so stoic.
I do know people who are good secret keepers, but the moment they get hired drunk, it spills out.
See, I'm the best at it because I just forget the secret.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No one will know. I don't even know.
What was that line from I think it was from Critical Role? Your secret is safe with my indifference.
Yes.
But,
Yeah, it's just okay. I mean,
Yeah.
good for her, I guess.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad she's passed
I
out.
I probably shouldn't have told you that and let her tell you, but we're working on the whole feelings thing. It's a project.
In the
This whole
background, you
party
see
is a
Rayan.
project.
You see Rayan with another cup to her mouth, and she's just lifting it up and up and up, and then it just dumps the whole thing down her mouth.
And then, because it is just a coconut, you could start just taking bites out of it like Willy Wonka.
Oh my
in
god,
the
she
teacup.
is. She upends the whole thing into her mouth and just crunch.
Some of the lizard folk that are watching applaud impressed. Like a little golf clap. But
Okay, let's go to bed now.
so since this would have gone on, Kurono, Ryoko, you're getting Ryoko to bed in the cabin that you've been assigned.
Yeah.
In the
Ryoko-
time that you've been gone, it has been made more into a living space than the storage space it initially was.
Yeah, she's gonna get Ryoko comfortable, wait for her to pass out,
Which probably does not take that long, to be honest.
and then as she sits there wobbling, she's gonna reach out with a single finger and do this
Oh
on
my God.
both of them, and then she's going to go to sleep.
You ass.
No, hey,
I'm a
Grover.
cleric! I can get drunk
Yeah.
and then erase it.
Consequence free.
And she looks outside and watches you eat a coconut and goes, No, she'll be fine, and then goes to sleep.
Not my problem. Thud.
Yeah, and Quiet Hearts has lay on him. They'll be fine.
Yeah, Quiet Arts has stumbled their way into our sleep area, and for the first time since they've got, here, they actually use a fucking bed. They just
Aw.
fall on the bed and just snuggle into it.
There you go.
It's mostly like a grass and leaf stuffed mat, like not quite a mattress, but it's still much better than a bed. And it's when you're that drunk, it is so comfy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's like they're snuggling it like it is made out of memory foam.
Can confirm everything is more snuggly when you're drunk.
I mean, they also just haven't really known much.
Yeah. Plus side though, Ryoko, you're gonna wake up feeling like $1,000,000 goddamn bucks.
Yeah.
I approve this message. Thank you.
It's like, wow, I don't have any hangover at all. That wine must be great.
I think Rayan falls asleep gnawing on a coconut.
Husky, yeah.
Oh,
So-
you're the person
So
with the
who's
left
gonna tell
shoulder.
her that it technically counts as a mammal?
Oh no!
It has
Don't
hair,
tell her that.
has milk.
You'll ruin coconut for her.
That's evil.
That's so evil.
Yeah.
What-
Sorry to
what's with
quote
friends
it.
What's with friends betraying people's trust tonight?
Sorry to quote it, but it's just like that thing with Frozen. It's just like, I'm gonna tell him, don't.
So eventually everyone staggers in and Ioane walks in.
Mhm.
Come on, you're kind of bouncy.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of like, oh, let's gather all of the armor up quietly and put it in a pile next to them. It's not organized or clean, but it is a pile.
Oh, Quiet Hurts.
Yeah, by quiet hurts. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Rayan, actually use a blanket. And then use a blanket. There you go. It's fine.
So adorable.
We'll say they have cocooned themselves in their own wings.
Aww.
It looks like the drinking buddies took care of themselves, so we're fine. No need to do anything there. And you'll see him just kind of quietly grab his sleeping bag and take it outside and put it like next to the hut. And he's just gonna stay up looking at the stars until he eventually passes out.
Yeah, not a cloud in the sky.
What people do when they're high, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't know.
I played the fifth.
I know some high people, and they do indeed stargaze, or
All the
say
others,
they're stargazing.
all the other ones, all the other states near me get the weed. I don't get the weed.
You're a weedless shit bitch.
Truly weedless behavior.
Weedless being.
Oh. So you all hunker down eventually. Start to fall asleep, yeah. Nothing else anyone wants to do before bed, right?
Mhm.
I am sleeping.
Yes.
Okay.
Sleep.
Okay. And you drift off to sleep. Those of you who are a little more conscious of the fact, thankful that you won't have any menacing eyes appear in your dreams as you drift off to sleep. But the night can, some of you more, there's boundless to be, doubtless to be dreams. Some of them a little more inebriated, but Ryoko,
Yes.
you find yourself in kind of a a dark room. No, it's dark outside the window, and it's a room that now seems familiar from that dream or the vision you had.
Hmm.
No lights are on, except a little lantern over by the window where you remember seeing and then when you look over, you see the figure of the woman who was projected to be your mother, just kind of looking out at the night.
Aw. Okay. Hi? Hello?
The woman turns and looks at you, and you see that situated on the windowsill. There's that vase full of the spider lilies, and she looks over at you, and she gives a slight nod, and then like looks out back at the night.
Okay. Ryoko kind of shuffles around. This is clearly operating on dream logic. And
As you
I
shuffle,
don't think she's smart enough to be a lucid dream. Not that you have to be smart to be a lucid dreamer, but I don't think she's a lucid dreamer. So she buys into the dream logic for a moment. Even if, like, memory-wise, Brain would tell her this is the apparition of your mom that was crafted by that thing. So why is fake mom here again? And where exactly is here? And what was I doing to get to here?
do you step closer to the window?
Ryoko is unfortunately very cautious in dealing with others, especially others who try to get close. And while there is a part of her that emotionally likes the idea of having some sort of closeness with this apparition of the ideal mom, even in a dream, she wouldn't be sure if she could trust it. So she watches from afar and is observing closely and waiting to see if, or rather when, this will turn sour.
Okay. And you watch as this woman sits in a rocking chair, just kind of gently rocking back and forth, not too animatedly, and she's just kind of. She seems like just like an old, not like super old, but an older woman, just kind of passing time, staring out the window. But the window, it's like black. There's a void beyond. Like you don't know if it's night, and there's just no stars or moon out, but you can't quite see from the angle you're at, but then there is a moment where you see what might be like a flicker of light, like candlelight from the other side of the window pane. And you see the woman shift, your mother, and she's holding, you see her look down away from the window and down to her lap where you hadn't noticed in the dream logic that until that moment had been bare, empty. But then as she looks down, there is the knife that has always been there. And then she kind of glances at you and then looks back to the window, hand resting on the knife. It's like one hand on the handle and the blade held in the fingers of the other. Just not like she's going to use it, but just someone holding onto it.
What's that for?
You try to take a closer look at the knife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You you take a step forward, and in that same shifting of the dream logic, you're suddenly closer, standing by the window where she is, and she no longer has the knife in her hand. But then, as you look up to the window, as you try to see what she's looking at. You look out the window, and it's like you catch your reflection in the mirror or in the window's reflection, but it takes a second before you realize that's not what you look like now. That's what you looked like back then, younger, more inexperienced. And then you realize as you look down on your reflection, this memory, you look down at the knife in your hand. You're soaked in blood, just as both hands are, nearly up to your elbows. And then you are no longer looking through the mirror, this pane of glass through time, and you are just standing there. You are looking down at the lifeless body of the man who has you blamed for everything wrong in your life. This moment of vengeance that has been seared into your mind. And then you feel a hand on your arm, like your forearm, and you look down, and the dream logic again is just shifted as you were standing there. And you see your mother looking up at you with this look of just regret and sympathy. She's just gripping at your arm silently. But as you look at her, you see kind of curling around her neck, not like aggressively, but just kind of like uh, contentedly. You see that small snake that you remember from the vision, scales dark as night with stars speckling them, and just like her eyes, the snake's eyes, their eyes are of shifting mercury. And then you are suddenly awake in your bed.
Great, and playing catch up because I skipped the first few awful dreams that everyone else got.
This doesn't feel like what the other, because you've had the dream. Because
I had
wouldn't
one
have.
of them.
Yeah, it wasn't like the one dream you had, because just in
Yeah,
game.
no, I feel like out of character, definitely. Yeah, it's something different is going on here. That's how she's going to try to contextualize it so that she could bury that trauma and move on.
Okay, yeah, and by that point, you're the only one awake, and it's like the dead of night.
But she's definitely a little haunted by that, in part because it wasn't as awful as it could have been. In some ways, the pity it expressed is a little more disturbing. So what is like the equivalent of like 4 a.m. or something as everyone else is asleep?
Yeah, pretty much. There's like you look out the window of the cabin, and it's most of the campfires have died out or been put out, and there's only like a few people wandering around, right, like cleaning up. It looks like.
Okay. Ryoko stealthily walks out of the tent for a moment.
And you are not as drunk as you thought you would feel.
Yeah, she notices that she feels
very
nothing akin to a hangover or to drunkenness. Which, damn, that hell liquor is really nice apparently.
I mean, you're a tiefling.
She's getting, some vague memories of the night start to form, but she pushes those down to instead focus on sort of the emotional state the dream left her in. And sort of finds like a
trip over Amon as he's sleeping outside the cabin, but with that stealth, you gotta nimbly hop over him.
She tries to find a somewhat secluded spot in the village and just look at the stars for a bit. Having spent most of her life in the city, the rare instances where she's been able to see the stars have been kind of wondrous. And while she hasn't appreciated it much on this island because, everything.
Yeah, not too far from your cabin, because it's close to the kind of cliff that over the bay, you could totally find a spot clear for you to look over.
Yeah, she's just gonna stay up for a bit and just look at the night sky, and for a brief moment allow herself to escape into the fact that whatever horrible things she is and her life is are small and inconsequential in the vast scope of everything else. That there is so much more in this world than the petty problems of mortals. And that in that vast expanse, there are things that don't know her name, what she's done, and wouldn't care if they were told. And then after taking comfort in that for like 20 minutes or so, she'll go back to the tent and try to sleep.
Okay. Sleep might be a little bit harder to come, but
Yeah.
when it does, no dreams come and you're able to take your full rest. And sure enough, the rest of you have a peaceful night. What dreams come are, depends on if you want to dwell on the visions you were shown or if you dream unhappier things. There's nothing there there's no outside influence on yours. But eventually you all wake up. Maybe some of you are a little more groggy. When it hurts your first experience, you have kind of a headache.
Yeah, they're just curling up in bed with. They're just.
You hear people milling about outside. What do y'all want to do? Unless no, we still have time to go, right?
We got at least an hour.
Okay.
Amon comes in at some point with a whole tray. It's like, breakfast for the hangovers.
Chrono is not there.
Quiet Heart's full body cringe.
Basically, they're pulling blankets over their body and just basically using their wings to shield themselves from both light and sound. It's not working.
Oh god, with that
Ryoko-
many eyes, light sensitivity must be a bitch.
Ryoko is laying face down on her bed, but she raises her hands up over her head and claps a few times and says, "Wow, waking us up in a long, loud sing-song voice when you know that most of us have hangovers? Pretty good prank, you're not gonna lie. Game recognized game."
Wait, what happened?
Amon came in saying, "Breakfast for those with hangovers!"
Hold on, okay.
Quiet
Let me
Hearts
see
is just suffering under their blankets.
I haven't had a lot of experiences of alcohol overconsumption, but the one time when I did get a very nasty headache from it, I know that if someone had done that to me, my reaction would be to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, no. So
Which would be Ryoko's reaction if she had a hangover, but miraculously she does not.
Oh man, I don't.
And it's like simple things of like lots of bread, water, fruits, things to
Right.
rehydrate the body.
They're just go away.
Eggs. Definitely eggs.
Definitely eggs. Except for Rayan. Actually, I'm like, Rayan, I got you a thing of eggs if you wanted eggs. Do you eat eggs?
Oh god, you hit me with a dilemma.
Not alive
Kind of,
yet. And they never
kind
will
of.
be. They're unfertilized.
What kind of vegetarian are you?
Some vegetarians eat eggs.
Yeah, I know.
It's more of a vegan thing not eat eggs, really.
She sits up. The blanket is like over her head.
Chrono will come in right behind Amon, like right over his head, and say, "You might as well eat them or you're going to be wasting them. They're never going to be alive, and they never were. and then she ducks back out.
My God!
Straight from the
wow.
bird's beak.
Morning, Corona.
Stealth kick to the groins and then runs off.
It's
Good
exactly-
Lord! Dragon just lays back down and pulls the pillow over her head.
Okay.
Morality out of eating eggs straight from the bird's beak.
Here's
She was
some food.
She was considering it, but now she feels bad.
Here's some food. Here's some water. When you guys are feeling more up to it, we're gonna have a meeting on what we're gonna go do first.
Are you like offering individual plates?
Yes, there's like different plates that are special, like sort of specially built per person.
So a hand snakes out from between the cocoon of blankets and wings, grabs the plate and just slowly pulls it in. It's just under covers. You just hear sounds of eating.
Ryan eventually tosses off the pillow and sits up. That was fun. Last day was fun. How's everyone feeling?
Really good. Could have sworn I drank a lot last night, but I'm feeling
Yeah, you-
completely fine.
Do you want a recap of what you missed?
Sure.
So you and Corano were really going into it on that bottle. Like, it was impressive. I don't think there's any of that wine left.
There
and
is. She reaches into her cleavage. There is not.
And Rayan was trying to take the bottle, so you put the bottle in your cleavage, and then you attempted to try to drink it from your cleavage, which, you know, mammal thing, I guess. Didn't work. So Ione was demonstrating how to take care of what he called groglins. And you got a little feisty. And Corano saw you got a little feisty. And then she like swooped you in to her arms and flew away with you. And when I came in last night after enjoying some good old kelp, I found you guys here face down in the mats, and then I slept outside.
Well, seems like a good night for everybody.
Yeah, I tried. I had some more alcohol. It was good.
I'm proud of you.
My head's a little fuzzy, but nothing too bad.
Never drink that traitorous thing ever again. Tastes sweet, but fouls the mind.
Oh, and you two, do you remember much from the party?
I remember.
Yeah, they didn't get blackout drunk.
Yeah.
I am looking at Quiet Hearts mostly because Quiet Hearts took like a sip and acted like he was.
This is a moment for me. It's like, most of it. Links.
You're cutting out, Reyes.
Oh, yeah, let me fix that. Apologies.
No, you're fine.
I remember most of it, I think. Just
That's good.
like the head pokes up and then just all the eyes squint like this was a terrible decision. And then like I didn't dance on the table naked, did I?
You still had most
What?
of your armor on at that point, yeah.
Fun fact, they did not dance on the table. They were in a corner doing the stupid white guy
Oh,
dance.
right. You did not dance on a table. You were in the corner dancing, but not like too wildly. You're fine.
Just their face just fucking darkens and they duck back in like, oh god.
You sang with me. Oh, you sang to help me focus on my concertina.
I kind of remember that.
It was really nice.
Yes, your playing was very nice.
And so was your singing.
That was in character. They're just making grumbling sounds.
Yeah.
under the-
It was really nice to listen to and help focus.
Mm. Okay. Thank you. Aman, are you waking us up because we need to be somewhere, or you?
Well, it's about like we're getting starting close to the middle of the day ish.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure you didn't wake up at like 2:00 in the afternoon and then be like, "Where did my morning go?"
Okay. Could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you find me a tunic or something, please?
Yeah, I'll go find you a tunic. That shouldn't be too hard to find. Dude, question: tunic, or do you want pants?
I have never worn pants. I do not know. I
Don't-
have.
I don't know if they'd work, if they fit right.
It's just
Okay, I'll go
tunic,
find you.
please.
I'll get you a tunic first, but I'll also go try to find you some pants for later.
Pants on that beast. Anyways.
So on leaves for a little bit, comes back. Here's your tunic.
Thank you. They just quickly change into it, and as they feel like it still feels very weird for them to be what they would consider nude, or mostly nude, because there's no sheet metal wrapped around their body.
Yeah, how's that one joke from Dragon Age go? I feel most comfortable when impervious to all forms of physical attack.
Yeah. So yeah, they're just sitting up, getting reacquainted with the light, blinking, squinting, wondering if the sun hates them. You know, the usual.
The sun is indifferent, a little hangry.
Breakfast plate is completely clean though.
Yeah, gotta stare real hard at that food.
Okay, I'm gonna go find out what Carano's doing, because Carano woke me up outside, and then I was just kind of vibing with the sunrise this morning, and then I was like,
you
I should get you
joined-
breakfast.
Since it's on the western side of the island, you're on the eastern side of the island. The lizard folk that stayed the night took advantage of that, and you were able to join them for morning basking.
Yeah.
Chrono
I know it.
comes in behind you again.
Oh, hi, Carano. I was just looking for you.
Ew.
You know, is everybody awake?
They're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Ryoko
morning.
gave me an idea last night,
Oh shit.
and she has made hot baths just the right temperature for everybody. She's found enough tubs.
Fuck yes!
And a big enough one for Yuane.
Yeah, Amon,
Thanks.
yours is more like a barrel, like a large barrel.
I am okay
It's
with
like-
this.
Why did you make this water hot?
Because it feels nice.
It feels good, and it kills lice.
Ryoko, being a tiefling, her water is hotter than everyone else's.
Oh god, yeah. Rain resists cold damage, not a fire damage.
It's not fire damage, it's just
Yuane.
warm water. It's nice.
Quite hard just pokes the water and just like, I've never been in warm water that wasn't actively trying to kill me.
It is a
Oh.
pleasant feeling, Amon says, having dropped the armor mid-spot and just slid in.
We're getting way too casual on taking our clothes off around each other.
To be
Rayan,
fair, they were drunk last night.
Rayan, look at
Yes.
me. No
Huh?
I have no external genitalia.
No, I don't need to hear it. No,
There's nothing.
no.
There's nothing to see.
no.
You are made of sea parts.
Sea parts.
See part?
built of the
See those
ocean.
parts?
You are
I-
built of the ocean. Quiet Hearts doesn't have normal body, but we love them anyway.
There is, like, you can pull the curtains. I made sure everybody had privacy. What's the matter with you?
Privacy is for the weak, Amon.
You mammals and your privacy. He says, very clearly making contact with
Clearly
the
not a pack
bird.
animal.
The size of frustration closes her curtain.
Oh, that's real nice of you.
Oh,
How'd you
Oh.
do it?
this is nice.
Mostly, just heated up the water and kept it hot with magic.
Yeah, I was wondering, did you like shock the baths or something?
Well,
Wait, you know how you could have done it? And it's kind of stupid, but you're a cleric. You have access to heat metal. You could have dropped something in the bottom. And
Yeah,
just,
I was thinking something like that.
Stone soup method.
I don't have it technically queued up, but since I'm not going to be using it, yeah, that's what I did. And there's just a hot lump of metal down there.
That would be like a neat fantasy thing, like a warming stone.
I've seen that in D&D games.
Like, yeah, it's mostly we just use it to make hot baths.
I thought it would be a nice
invented
thing.
by
and-
lizard folk who were forced to go into cold areas.
Mm-hmm.
Besides,
Just to say that
I don't know about you, but I still have lumps of salt stuck in my feathers. I really need a bath.
need to dissolve them out. So, you have a nice morning bath.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely.
Baths are definitely
Yeah.
a rarity. You know, hot baths are definitely a rarity on an island like this.
I have left enough hot water in, like, the barrel I used for water for anybody that wanted it. Like, I made a fantasy
Yeah, not-
shower or something.
Not
You can
Yeah,
make a
not
camp
long
shower
af-
pretty easy, so...
Yeah.
All I could imagine is just like a poor villager who's been in the island for years. It's like, I haven't had a warm bath in years. I know they're the heroes of the hour, but please, may I have some.
Out of the way, bitch,
Don't
before I'm about
want
to get it.
Thank you.
Yeah, any time, you know, once you all start finishing up, it's not long before, you know, actually it'd probably be like some lizard folk. It's like, ooh, more warmth. Probably show up, and you know, they are quickly taken. You know, once you know people, you know, you indicate that people can enjoy it afterwards. So, I guess there might be a baths in this place when you come back later. You're putting ideas into these villagers' heads.
Congratulations, you created a service.
Yay, nobody smells anymore.
Yay.
Bath
Also-
acquired. You feel refreshed.
Yeah. So, what's on the docket for today?
Oh, well, I was meaning to talk to the head honchos, but some people were shit fucked.
Quiet Hearts and Ryan, we know.
The wonderful gentleman, Triton friend of ours, whose name is slipping from my brain, the player,
Jarrus.
Jairus. Jairus approached me last night and asked if we were going west, if we would take him along with him to the old Marisaean fort for more supplies to build boats and help clear out anything that might be in the old Marisaean area. So I figured if we were going to go tackle the Ruby Empress's thing, we could do a small stop along the way.
I'm up for that.
Got no
if
problem
everybody
with
else
that.
is.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah, I should clarify. He would have said it would be escorting him and Pislop at the least. Maybe
It'd
some
be
other people if they wanted to go.
like at least him and Pislap. Because like
Oh.
let's be fair, you can't leave Pislap alone.
That's fair.
I mean, he certainly can't leave us alone. All right,
You don't know how tempted I am to have him just pop up.
I do know.
Amon would ask Pislop if Pislop showed up if the nudity thing applies to demons and devils too.
He's not wearing pants. The only thing he wears are goggles.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Pislop's not a freak.
I mean, it might
More
apply to
ass was a
devils, and it might apply to devils in the sense that they like to freak people the fuck out.
More
See,
ass would also be-
demons like to freak people out. Devils, however, have a sense of cultural shame.
That is true.
Yeah, and he's a closet, so yeah, he is a demon.
Just smoking a cigar, buddy. I got genitalia you ain't even dreamt of.
No.
Jesus.
And it's all barbed.
No!
All points, no quills.
Oh,
Not-
no, that's just a duck.
It's like 15 squid mouths in there.
That's just a
Jesus
duck.
Christ.
Anyways, let's continue. Next on the docket. Moving away from that.
Yeah. But, well, I believe you told me Orovir might know something more, might know more. Orovir and the lizard folk.
And the Utroth and his mother, the chieftain, they are still in the village. Although they were probably going to leave today. If you had a guess.
Yeah, we should talk to him before we leave.
All right, let's go poke them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be difficult to track him down. You can, or to track down either of them. It just depends on who you want to talk to first. Or you could gather them both up if you want.
I'm cool with whatever. Hello?
I've done my
Hello.
cooking for the day, so I'm just ready to do whatever else everybody's wanting to do.
Hey, you gotta go poke him. Go wake him up.
I guess I can finish my luxurious soak and then do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get him, wake him up, and head over to the the what's the word? Encampment? Where the birds were.
Oh, the workshop?
Yeah, thank you. Good lord. We'll head to the workshop. We'll make sure he's safe there. And then we'll head towards the Ruby Empress's getaway.
Well, looking at the map here, going to the Barasian ruins, that's pretty far out of the way.
It is, yeah. But, yeah, we gotta do both.
Although, I just realized something. I would say that it is. Well, actually, it's more of a cliff, so it would be more difficult to climb up from the floor. But never mind. Did you?
So, who was it that you said needed to go to the ruins?
The
Sure.
artificer.
The artificer fella.
Did you say how urgent that was? Or just an interest?
They're going one way or another and would not mind the company kind of a thing.
Oh. So they just want to get kidnapped, huh?
If you remember, they were the one. He was the one living out on the isolated point here that you were sent to go
True,
check up on him.
But, at least that's, like, got a little bit of a clearing and it's relatively close to the village. This is trapezing through the fucking jungle.
Yep.
And while there are known devils about.
Yep.
I mean, you can always delegate it to someone else.
I'm almost 100% certain we probably could go ask Orville, like, hey, they want to go do this. And we were going south. Could you go north with them since it's kind of the long ways around to the Moonscale village?
Yeah.
Also, since we're all here, you know the bard who was teaching me how to play the concertina?
Yeah.
He wants to come on the boat with us when we leave.
Okay.
Sounds fine. Why,
I mean, we don't control that, but yeah, sure.
What?
why would
We
get
don't
to say
control
that?
who leaves. Yeah, we don't control who leaves first.
I mean, we'll get our own boat, so we do get to decide who goes on it.
Is that
If
how it's
there's-
working out?
It depends on how many boats they make, really.
Yeah. But, I don't mind company or whatever.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're taking the first boat out, if we've already been given that, which is that a thing that we were given? Did I miss that at one point?
There's no boat.
This is the first you've heard of it.
Okay, well, if we get the first boat, I mean, wouldn't we prioritize like children and
Well, people who aren't off the island.
Yeah.
But not everyone wants to go. And
Yeah.
he's one of the people who was, locked up by the Cambion, so I think he has a fair right to ask to get off first.
Yeah, sure, okay, well,
Yeah, but,
Hey.
I'm not a captain. I'm not going to be the captain of the, hypothetical ship we'll find.
all right. All in favor that Rain is the one who decides who gets to go off the island on our boat? Say aye.
Whoa, no,
I
no.
All right,
You
it's
hear a voice go,
unanimous.
I don't know what we're voting for. As you look over and you see Susanna, the wood elf, the hunter. She's just walking by, looking like she's ready to go out. She's just like,
Why?
she just laughs and like waves off. She's like, "All right, have a good one. I gotta go fill up our stores after that feast last night."
Mom, can I see the bag of holding?
it's in my pile of clothes here.
You look at the pile. Oh no.
The turtle shell.
Yeah, she'll dig for the turtle shell. You go find Oravir if that's who you're gonna ask about taking Jarrus over.
Yeah, I can go do that.
Yeah, I've got something I want to try.
Okay.
Yeah, need to talk to him about whatever he knows about the getaway.
Here it is.
But yeah, so I can go do that right now, he says, preparing to step out of the bath.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's Ryan doing?
She's grabbing the seed.
The seed?
Yeah,
Random ass seed we still figuring out.
that
Okay.
seed that was
Okay.
the Amget Soru seed.
And it's in that the case. It's unlocked
Yes.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, she
There is
wants
like
to.
a latch that you would. It's pointed out that you flick that it'll drop out the bottom.
Okay, she's gonna take that and like look around and just head off a little into the woods.
Do you try to hide this from your group?
Not really. No, they just see her pull out a thing and start walking away.
How does everyone feel about that?
It's very in character.
Just walk off with the magic seed. What was that?
The post that Gray just made.
Not safe for Ryan.
God damn it.
Oh god. NSFR.
Yeah, I'm good with everybody dispersing to go do their own thing, I think.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Amon, you're gonna go talk to Oravir. Ryan's going off with the seed. What are the rest of you doing? You
Well,
split up among them, or just...
if we're splitting up, then I am enjoying this nice, lovely soak.
You start acting like you're going to get up, and it's like, oh, we're splitting up? Okay.
All right. Excuse to not have to leave the bathtub.
Well, that's funny, because there is a... So are these like private things, or is it literally just like a collection of barrels and tubs?
It's a collection of barrels and tubs that I put like sheets.
We've got curtains.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would kind of see like the shape, like the shadow of a lizard folk form, and you hear a voice that goes, Ryoko? Is that you in there? I do not
Yeah, but I'm
see-
naked at the moment, so like...
Then when you are available, I would like to speak with you. And you recognize it as the voice of the chieftain.
Okay.
The
Give me a
small
second. She
Yes.
gets out of the bath
Take
and
your
she...
time. I don't
she-
want to intrude.
No, it's fine. She wraps herself in a... I wish there were fuzzy towels, but there wouldn't be fuzzy towels, would there?
Probably not.
She
There's
wraps
probably, like,
herself.
a blanket.
She dries off and gets into her clothes, and then comes out. Hi!
And you see now, in the time it took you, sitting in one of the vacant barrels or tubs, you see the chieftain. Seems like she's taking a chance for the warm water. Whoever thought of this is a very good idea.
Yes, it was. It was Carano. She's the one who brainstormed and came up with this entire idea, and it is wonderful.
Just kind of laughs at the brainstorm. I see the lightning bird.
It's a very good
Anyways.
unintentional pun on my part.
Anyways, forgive me for intruding. I would have tried to speak with you last night, but it seemed that
I was
perhaps-
carousing quite passionately, so yeah,
you
probably
have
better
earned it.
this morning.
And she reaches down to like some of her belongings that she had put down into like a leather pouch, and then she reaches in and pulls out what looks to be like a kind of scratched glass jar, probably salvaged.
Mm-hmm.
And inside it, it's small, would fit inside your palm, but inside it there is a kind of grayish off-white powder. Not dissimilar to flour or
Mm-hmm.
something else, but she goes, our medicine maker finished this before we departed. And she'll hold it out to you.
Oh, is this the drugs I had them process?
And yes, she goes, this is good enough for, we call it the Void Mother's dream.
Drop a little in your bathwater if you want to have some fun.
It's not how Ryoko plays, thankfully.
Wow.
Thank you. Good work.
I would say, as someone who has taken that journey, if you are so inclined, take it before you sleep for the night. It will make your dreams interesting.
Thinking about the previous night, Ryoko hides her feelings with a forced smile, says, well, thank you very much.
And do you take the jar?
Yeah, she takes the jar and she puts it into her pouch.
If you recall, both visions of the mother that you saw in both the dive and the dream you had,
Mhm.
her arms had tattoos very similar to the Void Mother vine.
Huh. Huh.
I would say Ryoko is keen enough on noticing details like that. I like that new model for Quiet Hearts.
It's the best I could do with Hero Forge.
It still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ryoko, you have one dose of Void Mother's Dream, a drug. Oh, yeah, she would tell you that you mix it with water before drinking, or like some other drink.
Thank you. And she considers its use for pocketing it. And I guess milling about waiting for the others to get back.
Okay. So, the rest of you, as this drug deal is going on,
Mm-hmm.
who wants to go next? I guess it'd be going to talk to Orver. He's the closest.
This is fair.
So you find Orver sitting with the other Dragonborn that you realize were probably on the same boat that wrecked with him. You know, the same people who asked you to check up on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not in armor. He's just in regular wear. But you do see that, like, slung on his hip is the horde. It looks like he is not letting it out of reach.
Absolutely valid.
And
Amon. Oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Amon was just going to approach us like, hey, Lorvir, how are you?
And he'll look up, that black dragonborn grin that somehow shows even more teeth. But nods and goes, Amon, and anyone else join Amon like over there?
Sure, I will.
And he goes, Amon, Ioane, welcome. And the other dragonborn, give their greeting.
Do you have a moment? I need to talk with you about something.
Of course. And he'll stand up, kind of, because they were just kind of sitting around a little campfire. Stand up, set the bowl of food he was eating aside, and go and walk with the two of you a bit
I'm
away.
assuming. I'm assuming they're just kind of like talking. It's like, hey, so I'm assuming you're going to go back with lizard folk, right? Since you like to go, you got a pretty good base set up over there.
Actually, I'm kind of what we were discussing. Not sure yet.
Okay. If you do, Jairus is looking for some people to go check out the Marikayan ruins, and he asked us. But we're headed to the Ruby Empress's getaway, and then probably the Anke Hive on the way back. And that's
Yeah.
on the wrong end of the island. So
Mm.
I was wondering if you do go, could you go with them on your way back and make sure they don't, die?
Oh yeah, of course. And actually, I think Moonskill would probably be able to also, 'cause not all of them can ride the Swecco back to their village, but the
Yep.
most of the ones that marched with us are gonna marched with you are gonna march back. So I'll go with them, escort them there,
Yep.
clear it out if anything's moved in,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
and might be able to convince Utroth or even some of the people here to stay and stand guard with them. And 'cause that's a bit farther than when he was just over there, and he kind of motions over the vague direction of his out his uh, lab.
Yep. It is a bit further out, which is why I was asking, because he approached me last night after I was enjoying the festivities.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. So kind of hoping I might be able to join you on going after the fiends, but yeah, actually, you say you're
I
going
mean,
after the Onkeg?
yes.
Would you
They're
mind
the
if I tagged along, perhaps?
nothing would make me happier,
Especially with the acid resistance.
especially with the
And
acid resistance. Yes.
and I'll be perfectly honest. I think you'll need this as he taps the warhorn. And if you either look at the handout or if you remember,
Yep.
for 8, it gives you acid resistance for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I would be very okay with meeting up with you after I escort Jarrus there.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Actually, I'll probably have to talk to that fellow. Conmo, was it the one setting
Yeah.
this up?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's brought his disguise
Yeah,
spells.
there was that commotion when he arrived, but
Well, I mean, you show up to town on an Onkeg, people get a little worried.
while also dressed as an Ankeg, yeah, it's understandable.
Run,
Yeah.
it's the Onkeg Centaur.
More of an on-keg
GM takes the note of Onkeg Centaur.
Yeah. Well, that's just a
Necroly.
mantis-shaped Ankeg.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what Raven's saying.
But yes, we wanted to ask if you could do that, and we do appreciate it. You would be more than
that would-
welcome to join us for the Onkeg hunt.
Excellent. So, I'll go find Jarrus and tell him that I'll be escorting him instead. And then he kind of makes this grimace and goes, that means I'll be traveling with Pizlop. Oh well.
He's not that bad. Trust me, we found another one that we had to kill. It was fine.
Yes, he does seem to be the more I won't say mellow, but easier to tolerate of fiends of his caliber that I've encountered. I have a cousin who has an imp as a familiar and really needed to look over those that contract again because that thing talks back way too much.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me, but
Anyways, I'll go find Jarrus, inform him. You be safe with that, and actually, I meant to give this back as he goes back and finds the message bottle because he was the one who had the other half.
Right, thank you.
Because although I could hold on to it if you need me, so we can coordinate on meetup, but
Oh,
I
that's
understand
true.
if you need it if you're going to be sneaking into the palace out there.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll hand you back the bottle, the message
Thank you.
bottle.
Alrighty.
You have given Orovir a side quest, but also gained him for another one.
yes.
Delegation.
Smart use of our resources.
Episode title: Groglins and Dragons.
Groglins and
Oh.
getaways.
Speaking of, Ryan and anyone who
Yes.
followed her, Corona, were you following?
Kurono is sitting in the sun somewhere with her wings stretched out because she's very wet and covered in feathers.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm gonna call
Being
us.
on the eastern side of the island, on a cliff face, it's very easy to get sunset or suns, and the lizard folk are enjoying it. And you actually hear like one of them joke as they're near you. It's like, maybe we should swap places, make our villagers swap places. But Rayan, you
Yeah.
scurried off. Whitehearts, were you following?
Nah, not this time. They're over their sensitive issue for the moment.
Okay.
Oh, you've left her unsupervised.
Yep. So Rayan, you're all alone as you go scurrying off with the case.
Yes. I'm gonna find a little clearing, hopefully. Not too far from the village. Like, I don't want to like leave, but like, if something grows, I don't want it to fuck up the village.
I would actually say that since you'd be leaving around the same time, you see Susanna the hunter, and she'd actually point you to a space that's nearby that would be appropriate.
Thumbs up.
Yes, Rayan, you are walking in the woods. There's no one around. You don't have the message bottle. And out of your corner of your eye, you spot him.
Shia LaBeouf.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Those
not
are
an
only-
island shipwreck adventure without cannibals, isn't it?
I thought you were gonna say it's the moon speaker again.
Yeah, I'll find a clearing.
Oh
Find a
god.
clearing, and gonna open the case up, plop the seed into my hand.
Okay. Yeah, and because you lift it up and the seeds like suspended within, just kind of levitating inside or locked in there, so that when you hit the switch, the bottom opens up and it just does kind of just drop, almost like a little vending machine.
So
But
catch
it drops
with my
out
mage
into your
hand.
hand. Yeah, no, it's like you can put your hand under where it would drop, so it drops right into your palm.
Yeah. I just thought it would be neater to just catch it with my mage hand and float it up to my face to look at it.
Yeah, and it's this dark brown seed, kind of darker towards the spiral point, and then lighter towards where you realize that probably might have had a cap, like an acorn at one point, or like where it had fallen from whatever tree or plant it was plucked from.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look at it with my magic eyes.
What did I say it was before? Like transmutation, I believe.
I think.
Yeah, it would definitely be a type of very rich transmutation and magic. Or like it'd be very intense nature magic. But there is definitely like you can tell. Actually, do an Arcana check. Or unless that was also what you were going to do anyways.
I was gonna identify it, but
I mean, you already identified it. That's how you know what it's called.
I thought yeah, that's right. 23. Goddamn.
23. So now that you're looking at it as it's like levitating there, and you pull out your book and start looking at it. And you find this page, it looks like it might have been a journal of, you realize quickly it's an archaeologist. And they say they have found what they call a fractal city, where it's a city that at first it looked like from the ruins of a city that seemed to repeat itself in weird ways in layers before they realized it was with the inner more condensed areas being older, while the outer areas of this ruin were newer, as if it had grown. The city had grown in a weird way, and they suspect. They claim that these petrified wooden structures were once an Amgitsoru construction, a bottled city, or a seed in a, or a city in a seed. And they also mention it's like we've also found evidence of an armory tree with shriveled and desiccated and broken sword fruits and other weaponry.
Well,
Things that actually Marlene mentioned, but they
Yeah.
also in this one it goes on to say because he rolled pretty decently.
I took
This
fucking expertise in
external
this.
expedition. What?
I took fucking expertise in this because I'm always the one rolling Arcana.
Yeah, I mean fair. And you're looking into it, and it's saying that they found what they believe to be uh, a dead seed, but they believe it might be able to be revived. And then it mentions we've managed to secure a stasis container. Hopefully,
Oh.
it can be used to preserve it if we can revitalize it. And
And you just took it out of the box.
They say it was found in a vault within the center, the seed part of the city, among others. But the others had been destroyed, as they say, intentionally one by one. But this one was missed.
Huh.
And from what you can tell from the drawing of it, like a sketch, it looks pretty similar. But this one is like even looking at it just like through detect magic, you can tell this thing is just ripe with, not to be punny, it's it's packed with
It's alive.
potential. It's alive.
Okay. I'll clear a bit of soil for it. Examine the seed for a minute longer, like, I wonder what you'll turn into. Building? I mean, that can't hurt. I think I'm far enough away where a building popping up wouldn't hurt the village. Sword tree? Or weapon tree? Weapon fruit? Sword fruit? That thing. That could also be useful.
So
I want to see what happens.
you plant the seed.
Yes.
Okay, you dig out a hole for it and then lower it in with the mage hand, and with your abilities you can produce some water to water it.
Yes.
And because it is kind of a clearing, there is sunlight, so you're pretty sure that whatever grows here will, more than likely get the sun it needs.
Excellent.
Do a just a charisma check. Your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. $11.
So close to a 12. Okay.
No, it's not the wrong game.
But you see, so you pour the water there, and it soaks into the dirt. It's jungle soil, so it's not exactly dry, anyways. And there have been a couple of storms recently, so soaks in. You wait a couple minutes, see if it's like a rapid growth, but nothing happens. So, you know where this is. So,
yeah, I'll come back and check on you later, little guy.
and as you start to stand up, you pick up the book, and you see, like the page flips over, and you realize there was like another like half page kind of stuck to the other one that you didn't quite finish, and there's a little bit of script that says, the way the others were destroyed, the rumors of there possibly being weapons to dive down into the Underdark to assault those below. Could that be true? And that's about. I think we'll leave off for now. As
Okay.
when you look back to the ground, you see a little leaf kind of start popping up out of the dirt.
A spook.
Baby. And that's for ending the session, or we're
Yeah, because we're at time,
yeah.
Gotcha.
and we'll resume with you all heading off to probably go after the demons, right, or the fiends.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's fuck up some
Let's
demons.
do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
They seem to be the most immediate threat, so yeah.
Okay.
I
And
have
you've planted
prayed to
the
die.
seed.
Yeah, I think we should be fine unless the on-kegs start rocking up with fucking muskets. Then we should probably deal with them first.
Yeah.
So you joke, but that's actually one of the beast races in Final Fantasy XIV. They're a hive-minded, like
Oh
termite
yeah,
dwarf
those
people,
dudes.
and you can befriend those that broke away from the hive mind, and you learn that they are the ones who helped invent gunpowder and firearms because they were constantly preyed upon by dragons.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Well, we
That
killed
is
a dragon.
the best way to ward off dragons.
Gone.
Behold the most powerful spell of all.
Well, I know
Riddick
that's
me,
fast.
God.
But
It's
I hope
called
you all have
Tap
fun.
Your Ass.
I do.
Yeah, I love this game.
It was very cute to see Ryoko interact with Kurano.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
It was
would
very
call that
fun
interaction
thinking of. It was very fun thinking of horrifying stories to tell while drunk.
So, how about them dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah, that snake keeps popping up.
Hmm. Do you want to sign out before I stop recording, or
Oh, I thought you did already.
no? I didn't.
Oh.
I always wait for you to sign out because it's not polite.
Oh
to just
no.
stop.
Oh no, yeah, we're done.